return from the 2-yard line by Denison Schleswig. Wrapped up just past the 15-yard line. And a great start for the Tigers special teams unit as Denison Schleswig will come out. And that was Jake Bolter, a senior, on the return for the Monarchs. They'll be in the all-whites tonight. Purple and gold color scheme for them. Purple numbers, gold outline, and the purple helmets with the gold Monarch logo. So they'll start at their own 18-yard line, working right to left here on KCIM and the KCIM Facebook page. Great to have you along tonight, and we will get our first action. Sophomore Luke Weibers will get the start at quarterback, and he'll quickly hand it off to Jackson Hildebrand, a junior that we will hear a lot of tonight, and he will pick up 3 off to the left side out to the 21.
Yeah, nice play by Cooper Ludwig on that tackle. He read the gap perfectly and made a good play.
3 yards for Hildebrand. He got a lot of playing time last year. 400 plus rushing yards, 3 touchdowns, over 100 carries. He started as a sophomore. He's back as a junior this year. And it will be 2nd down and 7, just over 30 seconds into this first quarter on 1380 KCIM and 95.1 FM. From their own 21, they fumble the snap, and now Trey Brotherton in at quarterback. He'll have to take off and run with it. And he dives forward and turns what may have been a turnover into a couple yards on the play. And that might have actually been Weibers again. But nonetheless, a pickup of about 2 on the play for Denison Schleswig.
Yeah, he was lucky to pick that ball up. He had a handful of Tiger defenders in his face.
2 yards on the play. And now he'll take this center snap. A lob over the middle. That was a high throw. They will get the defensive flag, though. Nick Mackey, I think, will get picked for pass interference, but the old was it catchable question comes into play, but nonetheless, this should be a free first down.
Pass interference, defense number 2, 15-yard penalty, results in first down.
So an easy first down off a high throw, and the Monarchs will move the sticks out to the 39-yard line, and they are nearing midfield there on their opening drive that started inside their own 20. 10:38 to go, first quarter, no score. Tigers hosting the Monarchs tonight. Great to be with you. Mackey Motors sponsored tonight's pregame show. Find new roads at Mackey Motors of Lake City. Here's a pitch out left side. Jackson Hildebrand. He picks up 3 out across the 40 to the 42, and he picks up his second carry of the game already for another 3.
That was a great block by the left guard there. Gave him a good hold to run through.
And now with 2nd down and 7 at their own 42, they will send in Carson Sinchins, a junior. So while we have a moment, Luke Weibers, I better double check on that. The sophomore quarterback got the start. And they will also throw Trey Brotherton, a senior, in there occasionally. Looks like he's out at receiver as well. He's a dual position player on the offense. Another handoff left side. No gain on the play this time for Hildebrand. The defense snuffed that one out. No gain, 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, Cooper Ludwig crushed that hole. Got him right before the line of scrimmage.
Hildebrand, the running back. The tight end is Gavin Hippner, a junior. Receiver is Matt Welts, a senior. Aiden Skuttinga, a senior. And Carson Sinchins, a junior. And then the offensive line. The tackles are Eber Gonzalez, a junior, and sophomore Garrett Plagge. The guards, Daniel Santamaria and Jordan Von Tersch, senior and a junior. And then the junior center is Derek Shearing. 3rd down, 7 to go for the Monarchs at their own 42. We'll see a throw. Pass, right side, up, high, caught, and it's Trey Brotherton. Bobbles it, brings it down at the feet of Coach Cotton Moya. And at the 32-yard line, they'll move the sticks, a pickup of 19 or more.
He ran a really great route there. Had a good plant foot and broke free from the defender for a big gain.
We'll actually call that a gain of 26 on the play. And it was caught over on that far side. Missed the number of who actually made that grab. So we'll see who that may have been. Maybe Gavin Hippner. I believe that may have been the receiver there. So 1st down and 10 inside opponent territory now. The Monarchs moving the ball well. They'll use a little misdirection and hand it off this time. Not a whole lot of running room for the senior Matt Welts. He'll take off right side. Got through the burst of the line, and he picks up 3 out to the 30. Welts, a senior, saw some good playing time last season, tied for the team lead with 13 catches on the year. Not a team that passed the football exceptionally well. They did a lot of their damage on the ground. With 8 rushing touchdowns on the year, 1 passing touchdown. 2nd down and 7 to go. Another handoff up the middle out to the 25. It's a gain on the play of 5 as they hand it off to Jackson Hildebrand for the 4th time. He's got 11 yards now. 3rd down and short of the 25. It'll be 2 yards to go, 7:54 to go in this first quarter. Still no score, but so far the Monarch offense, they were aided by that pass interference call on 3rd down, but they are taking advantage of it. They have moved the sticks a couple times now, and they are out to the 25 of Carroll, knocking on the door of the red zone. Nick Brinks and Cade Schabel with you tonight on KCIM. Also at carrollbroadcasting.com. On the KCIM Facebook page, our video stream is powered by New Way Ford. Here's Weibers. He keeps it, takes off up the middle, and he'll have a first down inside the 20 down to the 16. A quarterback draw after the fake handoff, and he picks up close to 7 or 8.
Yeah, he about got sacked in the backfield there, but he broke a tackle and got some positive yards out of it.
Picked up 8 yards, 1st and 10.
Into the red zone now to the 17-yard line. And we will see what the sophomore Luke Weibers can do here. He's had a nice completion on that far side to Gavin Hippner a little bit earlier. It went for 26 yards. 1st down and 10. Nice run. Oh, Cooper Ludwig almost blew that play up, but they pitch it out left side to Hildebrand, and he picks up 13, but that was almost a disaster for the Monarchs, a gain of 3.
Yeah, he's lucky he pitched that. He would have got sacked right after the play. Cooper Ludwig, he blew up that hole.
Cooper Ludwig, a sophomore inside linebacker for Carroll. We've already said his name quite a bit tonight. We'll say his name a lot on offense as well, as he'll be the starting running back. Let's give you some of the Carroll starters on defense. The defensive ends, Tanner Ponto, a senior, Dominic Sims, a junior. The defensive tackles, Trevor Schrader and Dylan DeMay. Schroeder, a junior, DeMay, a senior. Here's a 2nd down play, 6 to go for the Monarchs. They want to throw. Weibers, he's going down in the backfield. He gets sacked. And the man there, we just mentioned his name, Dominic Sims, the junior, picks up the sack back to the 20, and it's a loss of about 7.
Yeah, he was untouched off that backside.
Great play for Sims, and it's the first sack of the ball game for either team. And obviously, we haven't even seen the Monarch defense yet, but 3rd down, 12 to go inside the 20, but a much different play coming up for the Monarchs. They had 2nd down and short. Now it's 3rd down and longer than the sticks. Let's run through the rest of that Carroll defense. Ethan Langeling, Cooper Ludwig, Peyton Wardell, sophomores, Langeling a senior, Ludwig and Wardell, a couple of linebackers, they're sophomores. Here's Weibers, he looks to throw, got a man in the end zone, and a bang-bang play, a collision in the end zone, and I think they're going to get Nick Mackey on a defensive pass interference again, but that ball was thrown in the direction of the receiver, and it was kind of just up for grabs at that point. It was not reeled in by Hunter Emery.
Defense number 2.
They will get the automatic first down. And poor Nick Mackey, a couple of nice defensive plays that didn't go his way. But it will not. Yeah, it will be a first down. They are waiting for the sticks to adjust, I think. Or no, are they going to? It's going to be half the distance to goal. Half the distance to the goal line, but not a first down, they're going to say. 3rd down and 2, so that's a break for the Tigers. They'll fake the handoff. Weibers takes off and runs. He's in trouble. He dives forward close to a first down. I think he's got about 2, but I do not think he got there. And that may bring up 4th down and inches. Will they measure? No, they're going to call it 4th down and a half a yard. Just over 5 minutes to go in this first quarter. Week 1 action here on KCIM, 1380 AM and 95.1 FM. Also, our video stream on the KCIM Facebook page is powered by New Way Ford in Coon Rapids. 4th down and 1, and Monarch head coach Kamari Cotton-Moya says, let's go for it. On this 4th down and short inside the 10. They get the Tigers to jump. They reset. Diving forward. Should have the first. A pickup of 2 on the sneak by Weibers. And that should be a first down and goal situation for the Monarchs.
Yeah, they went on 2 on that play and almost caught Carroll off guard.
In the secondary for the Carroll Tigers tonight, Nick Mackey and Remy Richardson, the senior cornerbacks, and then the safety is Jack White, a junior. First down and goal now for the Monarchs. This drive started at their own 18-yard line. It's taken 2/3 of this first quarter. We've only had one incomplete pass, and then we had a couple of defensive pass interference calls. Otherwise, a lot of running the football. And that clock moves. 4:20 to go, first quarter. Handoff, fumble, the ball's loose. The Tigers jump on it at the 10-yard line. Let's see who stumbled on top of it. But a turnover. It will be picked up by the Tigers, and was that
Brady Bell?
Brady Bell, the senior, hops on it. And a big break early on for the Carroll Tigers as the Monarchs had marched down the field, got inside the 10, and they just wanted to hand that off to Jackson Hildebrand, and they just lacked the execution, coughed it up, and there was Mr. Brady, and he scooped it, and the Tigers take over at their own 11. So now we will see the Carroll offense led by senior quarterback Ethan Lengeling step onto the field here on KCIM. They'll come out of the shotgun. High snap, almost a disaster for Carroll. Lengeling, he'll toss it away on the near sideline to his right to Nick Mackey, the receiver. But considering that went over his head and landed in the end zone on the snap, that could have been equally as disastrous for the Tigers, or more so.
Yeah.
4:10 to go, first quarter. That incomplete pass will stop the clock for the moment. A quick-moving first quarter so far on KCIM. Again, our pregame show tonight was sponsored by Mackey Motors. Find new roads at Mackey Motors of Lake City. We're here at the Carroll Athletic Field in the Gatorade broadcast booth. Nick Brinks and Kate Schabel with you this evening. And another bobbled snap, and Lengeling will just toss it up into the air. It's tipped out of bounds. They fought for it, and it will fall incomplete. They went to Evan Hammer, the sophomore, on the near sideline. He was guarded by Trey Brotherton in coverage, and it's now 3rd down and 10. Two bad snaps for Carroll, though. They've come out in the shotgun, and you wonder if Coach Roeder will say, maybe we go under center and get the nerves under control. We'll see. But 3rd down and long, no, we'll probably see the shotgun again. We'll see. 3rd down and 10 for Carroll, but definitely less efficient on offense than the Monarchs were on their opening drive so far. And now we will have a whistle and a flag, or no, a timeout call. Coach Roeder wants to talk things over. Let's go ahead and do the same. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to KCIM's coverage of Carroll Tiger football.
Family owned and operated since 1948, Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you're looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. If it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database, or you can pull it yourself after you pull it. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest. On Kitty Hawk Avenue in Carroll.
Live in the Gatorade broadcast booth, Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform, distributed by Pepsi Beverages in Carroll. Nick Brinks and Kate Schabel with you tonight for this Carroll Tigers season opener at home here at Carroll Athletic Field. We are high atop the grandstands in this Gatorade broadcast booth. 3rd down and 10 for the Tigers. They'll come out with 2 receivers left side, and they will go under center for this 3rd down and 10 play. And they'll fake the handoff, looking to throw, barely gets rid of it, into traffic, tipped up. 3 or 4 guys get a hand on it, including the intended receiver, Zach Dirks. 2 receivers, 2 defenders. It falls incomplete. But looking in the backfield, Lengeling got lucky that one was not sacked or fumbled or just knocked away and carried into the end zone the other way. He had the defenders all over him.
And the receivers there, they kind of crossed their routes, so there had 2 people going for the ball at the same time.
So now it'll be a punting situation for the Tigers. They are not able to do anything with the Monarch turnover, but they keep points off the board, and that's a win in that regard. Here's the punt from Nolan Moore. He coughs it up. Matt Welts does at the other end, but he jumps on it at the 42. Monarchs will have great field position after a 32-yard punt, and it will be the Monarch offense back on the field as the Tigers go 3 and out on their opening drive. And we are ready to see the Monarchs in action for their second time. Early thoughts. We've seen both teams have a possession. The Monarchs moved it a little better than the Tigers did. What have you seen so far?
I've just seen a bunch of nervous jitters going on. It's week 1. That first drive is always a nerve-wracking one. But I think as the game goes on, both teams will do better. They'll be more relaxed, and they'll be more focused.
I feel like the first game of the season, no matter the sport, whether it's just extra offsides calls or just kind of lackadaisical play, usually by the second or third quarter, they get things straightened out. Here's a pitch right side. Hildebrand's got running room. He's pushed it out of bounds near the sticks. It'll be a pickup on the play of 11 all the way to the 31-yard line. We've seen a heavy dose of Hildebrand so far, and he's crossed the 25-yard marker now with 6 carries so far, and a nice play out right side.
Yeah, it was a halfback sweep play. He had blockers around the edge, and he just got the edge and turned on the Jets.
But so far, just what we have seen, we did not see a lot out of the Carroll offense with just 1 3 and out, but the Monarchs are seeming to move the ball really well, even when they're not being aided by some pass interference calls. Here's a handoff left side. They go to Welts. Might have a holding call in the backfield. The Tigers had that snuffed out right side. They ran it then to the left, and Welts, no gain on the play. But again, I think this may be coming back 10 yards. They threw that flag right at the feet of Welts when he made that move to the other side. And that's usually a sign that got a little too much orange jersey.
Yeah.
So they will move that one back all the way to the 44-yard line. So spot foul, 10 yards back, and they were about 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So they will actually lose 13. Back to the 44, and it will be first down and 23 to go for the Monarchs here. They're working right to left in this first quarter with 3:30 to go on KCIM. No score here in the Gatorade broadcast booth. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform, distributed by Pepsi Beverages in Carroll. And now as they get set for this first down and 23, the Monarchs make a late substitution. May have had the wrong personnel grouping out on the field, and the referees let them get that straightened out. So they'll have first down and long, under 3.5 to go first quarter. Still no score as the Monarchs have put 61 yards up. They screen out left side. They've got running room and a diving effort back to the original line of scrimmage for this set of downs anyway, as they pitch it off left side. 14 yards for number 14, Aiden Scudinga, a senior.
Yeah, Nick Mackey had that play blown up. He just over-pursued on that tackle and just allowed the Denison receiver to break the tackle and make up the yards they lost.
They pick up those 13 or 14, and now Weavers, he's 2 for 2 officially with 39 yards, and then his 2 incomplete passes. He had defensive pass interference called on. 31-yard line, second down and 10, and here comes Cooper Ludwig driving Weavers into the turf back at the 40. He has been all over that backfield tonight, and he gets his sack. Big loss on the play, 6 yards for Ludwig.
Yeah, I got a feeling we'll be saying his name a lot tonight. He's blown up about every defensive play so far.
Sims had a sack earlier. Ludwig picks one up there. And it's third down and 17 after the loss on the play. They call it a loss of 7 with Luke Weavers, the sophomore quarterback. When he is not handing it off, he's got Tigers at his toes every time. He wants to throw this time over the middle, almost intercepted. Ethan Langeling, it goes through his hands, incomplete. And now we will probably see a punt situation for the Monarchs. Fourth down and 17. Or maybe, yeah, there we go. We see the punt unit come on, but Langeling, he may wish he had that one back.
Yeah, he's lucky he tipped it too with his hands, because that Denison receiver, he could have made a diving catch and at least gave him a chance to go for it on fourth.
They're at the Carroll 38, and they will send the punt unit on. Jackson Hildebrand, he was listed as the punter on Coach's starting lineup tonight, but they've got somebody else back there. It might be Aiden Scuddinga. And Scuddinga boots it to the near sideline. That'll be angled out. That should come down as a nice kick. He angled it out right about the 10-yard line. Now they'll mark it off closer to the 20. But 17 is where they stop. Inside the 20, good punt there. And you could tell what he was trying to do. He wanted to get it as close to that pylon, but nonetheless, if he keeps it out of the end zone inside the 20, they'll probably consider that a win. And now Carroll's offense, after a 3-and-out on their opening drive, what can they do here?
I would say
just starting the center quarterback snap. That's probably one thing they talked about.
Yeah, I would start going under center on this drive, get the run game going a little bit.
And you know Cooper Ludwig, he's got some intensity on defense. He's the starting running back. Will we see them go with a heavy dose of him now? But now we've got a timeout on the field.
Humidity, the rule those state officials can take a timeout.
Okay, so because of the heat, we will get an extended little bonus timeout here. Thanks to Terry Kasperbauer on the public address here tonight. It's a good opportunity for everybody to get hydrated here, and that gives us a moment to talk about our post-game show. And in the post-game show, we'll name our Motor Inn Player of the Game. Motor Inn of Carroll, your premier Toyota, Chevy, and Buick dealership for sales, service, parts, and collision. And so far, Cooper Ludwig, we've said his name 3 or 4 times on the defensive side of the ball. He just had a nice defensive sack a moment ago to keep them behind the sticks and set up a 4th down and long. Certainly in contention, but it's very early, under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Ethan Langeling and this Tiger offense back out onto the field. Langeling, along with Cooper Ludwig, the running back. The tight ends are Evan Hammer and Tanner Ponto. Zach Dirks and Nick Mackey, the senior receivers. And we haven't had a chance to give you the Denison Schleswig defense. We'll try to do that on this drive. They'll go under center with Langeling, and they'll turn and hand it off to Cooper Ludwig, and he got snuffed out right away. That looked like him on the other side of the ball as he got stuffed. Nowhere to go for him as Nelson Ayala takes him down for a loss on the play of about 4.
Yeah, didn't really have much room to work with on that one. Line of scrimmage just got blown up too quick.
That defensive line for the Monarchs, Noah Faya, a sophomore, Derek Shearing, a junior, and Lewis Chan, a sophomore. We'll give you the linebackers after this next play. It'll be 2nd down and 14. 4 plays, -4 yards for the Tigers tonight. They send Dirks in motion. They sweep it to him right side. He gets those few yards back. He's out to the 15-yard line, and that will bring up 3rd down at about 12. They say he picks up 12. 2 rather. That was
carry to the 15.
Zach Dirks with his first carry of the season. And they tried to toss it to him deep over the middle of the field earlier. I expect we will see a lot of Zach Dirks on this 2021 season. But 3rd down and 12 after the pickup of 2. And the Tigers will come out. Again, those linebackers for the Monarchs are Jackson Hildebrand, Jake Bolter, Devin Fink, and Jordan Von Tersch. 3rd down and 12 out of the shotgun. Langeling all day to throw. He tosses it, has a man, overthrew, and it's incomplete, intended for Tanner Ponto. And that was the best the pocket has looked all night, but not able to do anything with it. Punting unit on for the Tigers. 4th down, 1 minute and 2 seconds to go in this opening quarter. We also have a video stream tonight. You can check that out on the KCIM Facebook page. Our video stream is powered by New Way Ford in Coon Rapids, and we've got an all Brinks booth tonight with Travis Brinks running camera. Nick Brinks here on the mic along with Cade Schabel. 4th down and 12. Tyler Bruner, Nathan Cones, Lance Kuhn all helping out back in the studio tonight. Here's a punt. That was rushed, and that will go down as a net punt of 0, unfortunately, for the Tigers. And that literally landed at the 4th down marker on that far sideline. The punter just had no time and kind of shanked it off the side of the foot with that pressure coming.
Yeah, it's always tough as a punter when you're rushed to punt. You never really get a good... don't get it good off the foot.
It'll bring up 1st down and 10 for the Monarchs. They're at the 15-yard line. Already in the red zone. They have had great field position tonight. This will be their third drive in Carroll territory. They started the first one at their own 18, but got into the red zone. Last drive, they started at about the 45, got to about the 25, 30-yard line at one point, and now this one, they start at the 15, and now we've got a flag coming down in the end zone for
timeout.
Game
Denison.
or timeout. We get a timeout on the field. So let's go ahead and take 1-2. 57 seconds to go in this first quarter. It's a 30-second break on KCIM. No score. Carroll hosting Denison Schleswig.
McFarland Clinic is pleased to welcome Dr. Rachel Knudsen and Dr. Mark Abraham to the General Surgery Department in Carroll. Dr. Knudsen and Dr. Abraham will provide clinic consultations and perform surgeries at St. Anthony Hospital. As general surgeons, they provide emergency and routine surgical procedures for adult and pediatric patients. To learn more about McFarland Clinic's general surgeons, Dr. Knudsen and Dr. Abraham, visit their website at mcfarlandclinic.com.
Live at Carroll Athletic Field tonight. It's the season opener for the Carroll Tigers here on 1380 KCIM and 95.1 FM. Our video stream on the KCIM Facebook page is powered tonight by New Way Ford in Coon Rapids. Along with Cade Schabel, I'm Nick Brinks. It's great to be with you tonight as the Monarchs begin their third drive. It begins at the Carroll 15, and that may have been another bad snap. Weavers has to just dive on it, and no gain, maybe a loss on the play, and that'll bring up second down and 11.
I think he just mishandled the snap there and just had to fall on it.
That has been a common theme tonight, really, for both sides. Whether it's been the quarterback to running back exchange, Monarchs they've had a couple struggles with that one. Carroll had a couple of shotgun snaps go over Lengeling's head. Monarchs, they've now had one or two under center snaps that have not worked out. It'll bring up second down and 11. They're in the red zone already at the 16. They'll sweep it right side to Welts. He's got a lot of running room. First down, dives for the pylon, and he's in. The Monarchs score first from 16 yards out. It's Matt Welts on the touchdown carry for the Monarchs.
Yeah, they've run that play before a couple times already. There was a fake the halfback dive and a backside sweep and just had a bunch of blockers around the edge, and he caught the edge and broke a few tackles and then ran it into the end zone.
Matt Welts, no carries last season, 13 catches. He's got a couple of carries tonight. No, take that back. He had 2 carries last year for 14 yards. He's got a couple of carries and a 16-yard touchdown already tonight as the extra point attempt coming for the Monarchs. They will send Carson Sinchins in to kick it away, and his right-footed kick splits the uprights, and it's a 7-0 Denison Schleswig lead with 12 seconds to go in the first quarter. We'll take a minute break. You're listening to KCIM's coverage of Carroll Tiger football.
Hi, this is Don Neary with Avail Bank. We're proud of our local students and coaches' hard work and dedication to their schools and teams. For a team to be successful, we know it takes a lot of hard work and effort from everyone. We applaud you all for your efforts. At Avail Bank, we understand that because we use the same qualities to ensure our customers are successful. We work hard to give our customers 100% effort in everything we do, and we're dedicated to our customers' success. Good luck to all our area teams from your team at Avail Bank. Avail Bank, member FDIC.
When it comes to sports injuries and pain, call the specialists at Suppy Chiropractic Clinic with Dr. Mike Suppy and Dr. Jack Janning. Dr. Suppy and Dr. Janning work closely with area athletes and teams in providing effective treatments and rehabilitation of sports-related injuries. For optimal sports performance, call Dr. Mike Suppy and Dr. Jack Janning at Suppy Chiropractic Clinic today, 792-6026, or you can stop by their clinic at 1420 Highway 71 North in Carroll. Proud sponsors of all area teams.
Live at Carroll Athletic Field, Denison Schleswig will kick it away with Griseldo Madera, and he has a touchback in the north end zone, and the Carroll Tigers will have the football. It's their best field position of the night. They'll have it at their own 20. Field position's been a big story so far. The Monarchs have had 2 drives in the red zone. One started there, one got there, and another almost got there. 3 drives, 1 touchdown for the Monarchs. Carroll still looking to get into positive yardage on the night. Slow start for the offense for Carroll.
Yeah, hopefully this next drive they settle down, and into the next quarter they get things figured out and all settled down and get everything right and ready to go.
Ethan Langeling will line up under center. 1 receiver on each side. Tight ends in to block. Here's the handoff. They go to Ludwig. He's got a little running room. The ball gets popped free. Somebody kind of swung at it, and the Monarchs will come up with the loose ball. The fumble was forced, and Jake Bolter jumps on top of it. And the Tigers just have not had anything go their way here in the first quarter. It's a takeaway for the Monarchs, and they have it at the 25 of the Tigers.
Yeah, that would have been a great play. Cooper had really good blocks, but Denison defender just punched it right out of his hands.
Tough break for Carroll, and now the Monarchs with that 7-0 lead. They scored with 12 seconds to go in the first quarter, and now they have it with 5 seconds to go in the first quarter here on KCIM. 1380 AM and 95.1 FM, also on the KCIM Facebook page. The video stream is powered by New Way Ford in Coon Rapids. Weber's and the Monarch offense will come out of the shotgun, and another delay of game. They had one almost called earlier.
On the offense.
They got a timeout taken time. This time the timeout does not come, so they will give 5 yards back. It'll be first down and 15 to start this drive at the 30 of the Tigers, and the Monarchs already leading 7-0 here on KCIM. We'll run through the full schedule of games going on tonight when we get a moment to start the second quarter. This should be the last play of the opening quarter. Weavers airs it out right side, has an open man in the end zone, diving off the fingertips. Trey Brotherton could not reel it in. That had 6 points all over it, but the pass was maybe 6 inches overthrown. He had a good step or 2 on his defender. Now they'll switch ends of the field for second down and 15. After 1, it's a 7-0 lead for the Denison Schleswig Monarchs over your Carroll Tigers. Back in a minute on KCIM.
As the parent of a student athlete, it can be hard to find time for cooking delicious meals and snacks. The Market on 30 is here to help with our incredible selection of frozen entrees, Crispitos, Pasquale's pizzas, and our famous mac and cheese. Or try some of our quick and easy air fryer friendly foods, like juicy chicken strips and crunchy cheese balls. The Market on 30 in the BP Plaza, Carroll's food and party store, and a proud supporter of all of our local athletes.
At Team Auto Group in Denison, they're proud to support all our local athletes. They know what it takes to be part of a winning team because it's their mission to provide a first-class car buying experience. So whether you have a new driver in the family or maybe just want an upgrade, Team Auto has an incredible selection of new and used vehicles for you. Check out their entire inventory online or stop by the lot in Denison. Team Auto Group, proudly serving Carroll, Denison, and West Central Iowa. Team up today.
Denison Schleswig will take a 7-0 lead into the second quarter, and they almost took a 14-0 lead into the second quarter. They had a wide open man on a pass down the sideline, but just off the fingertips, incomplete. So instead, it will be second down and 15. The Monarchs at the Carroll 30. Now they're headed to the south end zone over toward the Carroll Rec Center. You look up that first quarter for Carroll, and it was not a whole lot of good to talk about here going into the second quarter. Coach Roetter probably talking to his team about, okay, here's just one of many things we should probably work on.
Yep, he'll give a lot of feedback, and he'll tell you what you're doing wrong and how to fix it. Like I said earlier, he's a perfectionist and wants everything to be right, so he'll get the defense straightened out along with the offense, and then hopefully this quarter and then the second half is better for the Tigers.
The right spot for Carroll, 4 drives for the Monarchs with really good field position, and they only scored once so far. They may score on this second drive. Here's a pitch out right side to Jackson Hildebrand. He'll lose a couple yards, but a flag down at the 33-yard line in the area of holding most likely. And so we will see the offense move back even further. It would have been third down at about 15, and we will maybe see third down and closer to 30 this time.
Holding.
Although if you're careful,
Offense number 64. 10-yard penalty for the small foul.
Decline it and
Second
get
down.
the third down, but we'll see. Second down and 25 or third down and 15-ish. Yeah, I think they will mark this off. Early in the game, I think you want to just push them back as far as you can.
Yeah, that's Coach Rowe's mindset. Early in the game, just push them back. Later in the game, take a couple chances, see what happens. But it's all about what your defense has been doing earlier in the game.
We've had a good number of flags tonight. Carroll's had a couple that extended drives on defensive pass interference calls. But that's one that goes their way on the holding call. Weavers fires it over the middle, short of his intended target. Gavin Hippner, the tight end, a junior, dove for it, and it falls incomplete. Denison Schleswig so far tonight, 2 for 3 passing from Weavers, 39 yards. Back at the 42-yard line, it'll be third down and long. Quick shout out. I know my 17-month-old son is tuning in up at Grandma and Grandpa's house. Keelan, hello. I hope you're enjoying the game so far. And if you're just tuning in at home, maybe watching the video stream, feel free to shoot me a tweet at Nick Brinks. Where are you watching tonight? How are you enjoying this game? I did that a couple times last year. We've got a lot of movement on that offensive and defensive line. This flag could really go on either side. Maybe Carroll, if I had to guess. But yeah, if you're at home or boating with the radio on or something, feel free to send a tweet my way at Nick Brinks. We'll get some of those retweeted how you're tuning into this game tonight. I'm Nick Brinks along with Cade Schabel, and the Carroll Tigers trail 7-0, and they will give it to the offense. So a 5-yard penalty called, false start. This was a drive for the Monarchs that started at the 25. They had an incomplete pass that really should have been a touchdown. A few plays later, now they're looking at third down and 32. They need to get all the way down to Audubon County for the first down. And long way to go for the Monarchs, pushed back near midfield. Third down, 32, 11:37 to go first half. Monarchs 7, Tigers scoreless. Third down, shotgun, under pressure. Weavers goes down. Two men there on the sack. Caleb Vanderheiden was one of them.
Tanner Ponto was the second one.
They will split that sack, and third down and 32 becomes fourth down and almost 40. Easy punt situation for the Monarchs, but the defensive line comes up big for the Tigers. 8 yards on the sack, and what a play that time by that defense. The offense has struggled, but that defensive line has played pretty well here tonight for the Carroll Tigers. 3 sacks already, and now the Monarchs will get the kick away. They punt it. It hops at the 28. It'll be picked up by Dirks. He tries to juke out a defender, gets to the 30, 32-yard line, finally upended at the 33, and the Tigers will have their best field position of the night back at their own 33-yard line in those orange tops, white pants, white numbers, black outline around the jersey number. They'll work it right to left, headed to DMAC, trailing 7-0. But the defense, they have given them opportunities. They have kept points off the board for the Monarchs. At some point, the offense has to start taking advantage of the opportunities when they present themselves.
Yeah, and at the end of the quarter, I think Coach Rowe talked with the offense to get things straightened out. I'm looking for him to go under center here and just get the ball running. Got to get the running game going.
Ethan Langeling, the senior quarterback for the Tigers, getting his first start tonight, and he'll hand it off to Cooper Ludwig. Ludwig is stuffed at the line and driven backwards for a loss of 2. Ludwig, a couple of carries tonight and a fumble, but he hangs on to it there, and that'll bring up a second down and 12 play. And come out here for another play. But second down and 12, the Tigers have been held scoreless so far. 10:15 to go in the half, 7-0 Monarchs. We'll bring you the Roselle Mutual Insurance halftime show for all of your home, farm, auto, or commercial insurance needs. Visit them in Carroll or call 792-4525. Second and 12, shotgun snap, Langeling. Screen pass out right side. They've got movement. They've got some running lanes, and that's a first down or very close to it on the sideline to Dirks.
Yeah, Dirks has got a lot of speed, so once he gets the edge, it's tough to bring him down. You got to play catch up, but yeah, it was a good play design, little screen pass, and brings up 3rd and 1.
Wingling completes his first pass of the night. It was a screen out over on that right side. Maybe borderline, could have been a lateral and a running play, but we'll call it a completion. 3rd down and 1, and the Tigers just had their best play of the night on offense, a gain of 11 at the 42 of the Monarchs, trailing 7-0 early second quarter. They'll try the same play left side now, and they find running room with Dirks again. First down into opponent territory, down to the 47-yard line, and it's a gain on the play of about, we'll call it 10 or so.
Now they're starting to get things figured out now. Same play. Yeah, it's a really good play.
They tried it right, it worked. They tried it left, it worked. First down and 10. I have a feeling they're not going to try it for a third time, but maybe if it's working so well, they will. But maybe the Monarchs are ready for it. First down and 10 now. First time in opponent territory. No, they do it again. They screen it out right side. He's not got a lot of running room this time, but shifty footwork, and he makes something out of nothing. But toss up the football. Was he already down? I don't know. Monarchs jump on it, and that may be a fumble given to the Monarchs. Waiting to see what they say. I know he dove forward, and they will say it's a fumble. Oh, man. That went for a gain of about 11 again, and we have an injured Monarch down at the line of scrimmage. But a lot of credit to Dirks for making something out of nothing, but then at the end tried to dive for the extra yardage, get the first down, and as he went to the ground, it popped free. If we had instant replay, you might be able to say that was a force out from the ground, not a fumble, and he was down, but we obviously don't have that in high school football, so it'll be the second fumble for the Tiger offense. Not what they were looking for, but some better things going for them on that drive for sure.
Yeah, a lot of things going right now. Giving Ethan a lot of time to throw, and then just Dirks making plays when he has to.
Second turnover by the Tigers tonight. It's a 7-0 lead with 9:22 to go in this second quarter. Monarchs have the lead and the football. They're at Carroll tonight for this 2021 season opener, along with Cade Schabel. I'm Nick Brinks. We've got a video stream on the KCIM Facebook page tonight, powered by New Way Ford in Coon Rapids. Travis Brinks running that camera tonight, thanks to him. One Brinks is always enough. You get two contributing to a broadcast, and that is just way too many. First down and 10 at their own 32. Monarchs will have it, and we'll see if the Tigers can continue what the defense did on the last drive and send the Monarchs backwards. Here's a shotgun snap. They want the screen near side. No, that opens things up with Trey Brotherton in stride, near midfield, off and running to the 30, the 20, reverses field inside the 15. Big gain on the play, into the red zone. Long 50-yard play or so, and that'll bring up first down and 10 inside the 15.
Yeah, Brotherton made a man miss and just got at least a step or two ahead of the defender and just caught it in stride, and then
18-yard line.
had to outrun the defenders chasing him.
We'll call it about a 51-yard gain as they found Trey Brotherton wide open. Trey Brotherton was listed as a quarterback on the starting lineup tonight, but he's been mostly playing receiver, and now they'll pitch it out right side to Hildebrand again. We haven't seen him run the football in just a little while, and he'll dive off right side for a gain of 2. 7th carry for him tonight, 27 yards. Their lone scoring drive was capped off by a 16-yard Matt Welts run over at the the north end zone rather, in the first quarter. Second down and 8 coming up, 8.5 minutes to go in this first half. Monarchs knocking on the door for their second score. They lead 7-0 right now on KCIM, and they will come out under center with Wiebers. Devin Fink, the senior running back, with 2 receivers left side. They fake the handoff one way, ball's on the ground. Tigers say they have it, referees confirm, and we have another turnover. This time the Tigers take it back, their second takeaway in the Monarchs red zone tonight.
Big break for the Tigers, gave up that big long pass to Brotherton and then popped the ball out. Gives them another chance to score on offense.
I did not see that he jumped on the football, but Nolan Moore came up getting high fives and congratulations. And I think I just heard Terry Kasperbauer, the PA announcer, say, Nolan Moore. So we're giving Nolan Moore credit for the fumble recovery. Both teams, 2 turnovers tonight. And both of the Monarch turnovers have come knocking on the door for points. Monarchs will call timeout now. 8:08 to go in this first half. Monarchs 7, Tigers nothing after we trade fumbles on the last couple of drives. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Carroll Tiger Football on KCIM.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we're here to make sure you're protected through all stages of life. Knowing your loved ones will be taken care of can give you peace of mind and a sense of security. And you can count on your local Farm Bureau agents, Jeff Dentlinger and Ryan Cook, to help determine the amount of life insurance that's right for you. You already trust us to help protect your valuables. Now trust us to help you protect what you value most in your world, your loved ones. Call Jeff Dentlinger and Ryan Cook to schedule a super check today at 712-792-9296.
8:08 to go in this first half. First down and 10 for the Tigers. They'll have it at their own 14-yard line. Kemper is at Loma tonight. Jeff Blankman and Doug Waniger with the call. It's a 14-0 lead for Logan Magnolia in the first half. East Sac County and South Central Calhoun also tonight. They're over on Kick 106.7, a 14-0 ball game there. South Central Calhoun with a couple of touchdown lead as the Tigers run it right side with Ludwig for 7.
Yeah, had really good blocks on that play. It was a trap play design. Just hit the hole and kept going for a gain of about 8, I think.
So it'll be out to the 22-yard line, and they will call it a gain of 8.
18 yards.
And Ludwig, 4 carries, 12 yards on the night.
Makes it second 3 from there.
But the last drive, the last couple of the drives, they did not result the way the Tigers wanted to, but you can start to see things clicking. The offense is starting to get some momentum here as they send Dirks in motion. They fake the pitch to him. Here comes Langeling. He rolls out left side, tipped up into the air. That's off the fingertips and incomplete. It was Evan Hammer who got his fingers on it. I'm not actually 100% sure he was the intended target. I know Nick Mackey was just out in front of him. But nonetheless, off of Hammer's fingertips, lucky to fall incomplete. And it's 3rd down and 2. At their own 22, they need the 24 for a first down. It stops the clock with 7:16 to go in this second quarter. 7-0 Monarchs, but the Tigers, after their second fumble recovery of the ball game, we've actually had 4 fumbles tonight, 2 for each team. Here's a handoff. Ludwig, lots of running on the left side. He shows his speed. He gets tripped up across the 35. He's down for a gain of 16 to the 36.
He had a wide open hole on that play.
They had 3 screen plays to Dirks on the last drive, all go for 10-plus yards. Unfortunately, one resulted in a fumble. Now, this 16 or 15-yard run for Ludwig, it's their new longest gain of the ball game. But you start chunking these 11, 15-yard gains on top of each other, and you'll be knocking on the door here shortly. Tigers trailing 7-0 at their own 36. Second quarter, 6:45 on the clock. 2 receivers right side. Langling under center. He'll look for the snap as they send Dirks in motion. Fake one way, fake the other way. Langling in trouble. Coughs it up. Ball is loose. Is it intercepted or fumbled? Live ball. Hildebrand picks it up. Takes it inside the 15. And we've now had our 5th fumble of this first half. And we are not even 18 minutes in. The Tigers turn it over. And now the Monarchs have it inside the 15.
26, Hildebrand.
Tough break. Langeling did not see the defender coming, got hit as he was about to release the throw. And then Hildebrand scooped it and almost scored, but a touchdown-saving tackle. Might have been Dirks, I'm not 100% sure, but now every good momentum that the Tigers get, the momentum disappears. And now it's the Monarchs inside the red zone again at the 12. Welts with a touchdown run, 2 carries, 19 yards. Weber's 3 for 4 passing, 90 yards. They pitch it out left side. Hildebrand, he got the fumble recovery a moment ago, and he takes a shot in the backfield. And a loss of 3 on the play back to the 15.
It was Brody Bell again on that tackle. just blew up that hole.
Bell had a fumble recovery in the first quarter, gets the tackle for a loss on that play. Hildebrand will take a breather. 6 minutes to go in this second quarter. The Monarchs lead 7-0. This is their fifth drive, I believe, of the night, fifth or sixth. And most of them, if not all of them, have been in Carroll territory at some point. Most have been in the red zone, but still only 7 points to show for it. And now the officials will blow the whistle, and we have a brief pause in the action here. Not 100% sure what that's about. I guess they want to make a substitution. So that's the second time tonight the referees have blown a whistle and the Monarchs made a substitution. Not sure what that's all about.
I think it might be like a uniform thing where you can't have your knees showing or something like that.
Okay. So second down, 13 to go in the red zone. Weavers takes the shotgun snap, rolls out right side, has a chance to toss it. Might have a touchdown here. They do, as they find it on the near sideline inside the pylon. And it's a touchdown catch for Hunter Emery, the senior, with the grab.
Just a great play design. Rolling out, had receivers coming across the way. It's a good play all around.
And it goes for 15 yards on the touchdown catch, and the Monarchs now lead 13-0 with a chance for the extra point, with Carson Sinchins, the junior, on for the extra point attempt. 13-0 Monarchs after the touchdown pass, and the extra point is on its way through. 14-0 Monarchs lead the Tigers. 5:37 to go in the first half. We'll take a minute break. You're listening to Carroll Football on KCIM.
When you're thinking about the kitchen in your home, no matter what the size, it's the place that fuels the body, mind, and soul of friends and family. Hi, this is Michelle from Midwest Wholesale. Life is lived in the kitchen. Your kitchen needs to work effectively for you. Let's design the most important room in your home with cabinetry by Birch Manufacturing. Watch it come to life with our 3D design program. Create a kitchen space that you'll enjoy for a lifetime with cabinetry from Birch Manufacturing at Midwest Wholesale, voted the best lumberyard in Carroll County.
Trees Company.
People want and deserve more comfort, efficiency, and reliability, both in their homes and places of work. Drees Company will be there to meet these challenges, whether we are designing a new system or servicing your existing equipment. We are a rapidly growing company that strives to meet and exceed all your expectations. No matter if you are looking to buy new appliances or need the help from one of our certified technicians, we are here for you. We pride ourselves in our installation and service. Drees Company, servicing the Carroll area since 1933.
The Monarchs connect on a 15-yard touchdown pass. 5:37 to go in this first half. It was a touchdown grab for Hunter Emery. And now the Tigers will return the kickoff from the 5-yard line. Zach Dirks gets tripped up at the 20, and a long flag coming in from the line judge back at the end zone. That lands at the 27-yard line. Sign that man to be a quarterback somewhere. But for the moment, he returned it about 15 yards. The Monarchs lead by 2 scores now. And looked like that was against the Tigers. They will move them back.
Yeah, it was a holding call against the Tigers.
But a 15-yard touchdown catch by Emery. First touchdown connection for Weavers and Emery this season. To go along with Matt Weltz's touchdown run earlier in the ballgame. Carson Sinchins' extra point was good. And the Monarchs now lead 14-0. And the Tigers inside their own 10-yard line now, out of the pistol formation. Ludwig spins out of one tackle. He's out across the 18. Shows that burst of speed as he scoots his way forward for a gain of 8 to the 18.
It's another trap play with the big hole. Tigers are executing that play really well.
Ludwig's first 3 carries went for 5 yards. His last 2 have gone for 8 and 16. So they're starting to find some running lanes. The offense is starting to move. They're starting to create some holes on that offensive line. They're using some skill or some design plays. And second down and 2 to go. Pistol again. Fake handoff, quarterback will keep it. He'll try to dive forward, push the pile, no gain for Lengeling, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at the 18, his first carry of the game.
This is the same play as the last one, but just designed for the quarterback to keep it and have the running back as a lead blocker, have an extra blocker running through that hole.
On the carry for no gain.
3 fumbles by the Tiger offense, 2 by the Monarch offense tonight. The Monarchs have put a couple of touchdowns on the board, and it's 3rd down and 2 for Carroll. They have struggled to move the ball. There was one drive where they picked up a few first downs. Other than that, they have seen a lot of 4th downs or turnovers tonight on most of their drives. 3rd down and 2, 2 receivers right side, handoff to Ludwig. Ludwig runs into a bunch of white jerseys before he ever gets to the offensive line. They got smothered, and it's a loss on the play back to the 14, loss of 4 on the play, and the Tigers are not able to do anything with this drive under 4 minutes to go in the first half, trailing 14-0 at home to Denison Schleswig.
Jordan Von Kirsch.
It'll be 4th down and 6 after the tackle was made by linebacker Jordan Von Tersch, a junior.
Also 4 moves the ball back to the 14-yard line.
Carroll punting unit will head onto the field.
4th and 6.
But just struggles on the offensive side of the ball. Flashes of brilliance on the defensive side of the ball. It's just not gone Carroll's way thus far. Nolan Moore comes in to punt. And now we've got a whistle and a timeout. It'll be taken by Carroll. 3:25 to go first half. Monarchs 14, Tigers nothing. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to KCIM's coverage of Carroll football.
Your hometown Napa store not only offers you a large inventory of parts for autos, trucks, RVs, farm equipment, heavy-duty trucks, and small engines. Napa also offers you a complete machine shop service, hydraulic hoses, mixing for auto paints, and auto glass and windshield service. So whether it's replacement parts for under the hood or fun accessories for your exterior, make it a point to stop in and see what parts may fit your needs. Napa, because there are no unimportant parts. Highway 30 West in Carroll. Napa, your locally owned and operated parts store.
Welcome back to KCIM's coverage of Carroll Tiger football tonight. Great to have you along. Nick Brinks and Cade Schabel with you. Video stream tonight powered by New Way Ford. May have some issues with that going on right now, but we should hopefully have that back up and running shortly. At their own 14, the Carroll Tigers will be forced to punt. And they trail 14-0 with 3:25 to go in this second quarter, and that will give the Monarchs plenty of time. Should get the ball near midfield somewhere, if not better, and plenty of time to maybe put a 3rd score up on the board. Nolan Moore set to punt it away. He stands at his own 2-yard line. The punt or the snap will roll to him, and he's barely able to get it off his foot, partially deflected. That's about best case scenario as it rolls out to the 35-yard line. Nolan Moore somehow juked out one defender after he scooped that ball up off the roll, and he got rid of it. And that was almost a disaster with the Monarchs having the football inside the 5, but great play by Moore to get them out to the 34.
Yeah, he's very lucky he got that kickoff. He had a lot of defenders in his face, but setting up the Monarchs in Tiger territory, and Tigers going to have to get the defense rolling again.
It'll be Monarch football at the 34 of Carroll, already leading 14-0. Clock down to 3:12. We'll bring you the Roselle Mutual Insurance halftime show coming up at the end of this second quarter. Luke Weber's back to throw. Tosses out far side, has a man open, but he overthrows Aiden Scuddinga. And the senior unable to come up with the catch. As well overthrown. He had a step on his defender, Nick Mackey. Incomplete. Second down and 10 at the 34. Week 1 coverage of high school football. The Carroll Tigers at home tonight, hosting Denison Schleswig. I'm Nick Brinks, along with Cade Schabel in the Gatorade broadcast booth. Gatorade helping athletes fuel recovery, distributed by beverages in Carroll. Second down and 10. It's a pitch out right side for the Monarchs with blockers out in front of Hildebrand, and he'll be tackled to to the near sideline, out of bounds, a few yards shy of a first down. A gain of 8, it looks like, for
Hildebrand on the
Jackson.
key to run out of bounds by number 14, Jeremy Richardson.
Richardson on the tackle, and that's bringing up third down and short. 3 minutes to go in the first half. 14-0 as the Tigers trail in their home opener to begin this season. Trey Brotherton will check in from the sideline. Third down and 3 coming up. They called that last one a gain of 7 for Hildebrand. 9 carries, 31 yards for Hildebrand. A touchdown run for Matt Welts. Hunter Emery with a 15-yard touchdown catch. Third down and 3. A lot of commotion at the line as they hand it off to Hildebrand, and he just powers forward. The Tigers had him kind of sniffed out at the line of scrimmage, but he kind of dove when he had a chance to, and he picks up about 5 for the first. Just kind of thrust his body forward when he had a chance, when he went from about 2 or 3 orange jerseys draped on him to maybe a fingertip around the ankles. He showed that strength.
In the middle,
215-pound
leather Mitzi original
running back as a sophomore last year.
engraved on the key ring. So if you want it, if that's yours, it's in the concession stand downstairs.
Now Weavers will hand it off right side. They go to Welts again, and he will get drugged down under the 10-yard line again on the play.
Brinks Exteriors is the trusted
5 Matthew Welts on the carry.
Brinks Exteriors services both residential and commercial projects. Any size,
The ball to the 10-yard line. First and goal from the 10.
Business from fall storms and winter ice. Brinks Exteriors, located in Carroll, the local roofer you know and trust. Call Brinks at 712-ROOF-PRO for a free estimate. Brinks Exteriors, proud fans of all.
RJV Transport and Peterson Logistics in Westside is the area's expert in transportation, distribution, and logistics. With reliable drivers and top-of-the-line equipment, you can count on them to get the job done and get it done right. Not only does RJV Transport haul grain, rock, dry van, and refrigerated freight, they've even earned expertise in truck repair. Check out RJV Transport on Facebook to learn more about their services and employment opportunities, or call at 515-60.
Makes it goal from the 1. Monarch.
Jackson Hildebrand takes it right side for another 9 yards. Back-to-back plays for nice gains on the ground by the Monarchs. And the Monarchs now find themselves near the goal line. It'll be second down, goal to go to the 1-yard line as they let the clock wind down. Weavers under center, the sneak, and he pushes his way forward in for the touchdown. It's a 1-yard score for
Weavers on the quarterback sneak in for the 1-yard touchdown.
Score of the ball game for the Monarchs.
20-0 in favor of the Monarchs.
Denison Schleswig Monarchs dominating in all facets of the game so far over the Carroll Tigers. And Carroll they've been giving up short fields every time, and it's tough to put that pressure on your defense.
Yeah, it's extremely tough.
1-yard score with 57 seconds to go in this first half. Carson Sinchins on for the extra point. The Tigers send pressure, but Sinchins splits the uprights. 21-0 under a minute to go in the second quarter. You're listening to Carroll football back in 1 minute.
So now 21-0 in favor of Denison Schleswig.
From bump, set, spike to the crack of the bat. At Motor Inn of Carroll, we love our high school sports. And we love the opportunity to support our local schools, athletes, coaches, and parents. Through the hard work of our kids, we get the enjoyment of watching and listening to their activities. Other life lessons, like teamwork and citizenship, help create outstanding young women and men we are so proud to sponsor. Good luck to all of our local sports teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
A modern meets old-fashioned shop offering a unique collection of home goods and lifestyle products. At Mrs. Glenn & Co., you'll be inspired to create a home you love and gather the people you love. Whether you're looking for that one perfect item to complete your space or want to create a whole new look for your home, I am here to help. With a variety of neutrals, textures, and pops of color, I can help you create a home you love. Meet me at Mrs. Glenn & Co. in the Thomas Plaza, open Wednesday through Saturday.
41, Emmanuel Prado. That's the kickoff for Denison. Number 2 is after 8 for the Tigers.
Back in the Gatorade broadcast booth, Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform, distributed by Pepsi Beverages in Carroll. You're listening to 1380 KCIM, 95.1 FM, KCIM Carroll. Nick Brinks and Cade Schabel with you this evening. It's great to be with you as the Tigers have struggled in this first half as the football falls off the tee, as the Monarchs were getting set to kick it away. It's been all Monarchs thus far. As Emmanuel Prado, a sophomore, kicks it deep. They've had several guys doing their kickoff duties tonight. Zach Dirks from the 5, far sideline, reverses field to the near sideline. He's out across the 20. He gets to the 25, finally driven down at the 27-yard line. He started on the far side of the field, ends up by the near numbers, and the Tigers will have it just inside their own 30. And they'll have 48 seconds with one timeout to work with.
Talk about number 85.
And the way the game has gone, I just don't see Carroll being overly aggressive here, but you never know. You could look at it either way. You could look for the jolt before halftime. Cut your losses going to halftime. We'll see. No, they want to come out and throw the football. They're going to fire it across to Nick Mackey on a short route to the 30, a gain of 3, and the clock will continue to move. Mackey's first catch of the night. Langling 4 for 9 passing, 36 yards, 2nd and 7 under half a minute to go. Carroll not breaking that huddle very quickly. Content to run the clock down. But if they get lucky on a play that breaks free, they'll take it. 2nd and 7 at their own 30. 15 seconds to go in the first half. Roselle Mutual Insurance halftime show coming your way. Here's a pass from Langling, almost a one-handed interception. Monarchs got a finger on it. Matt Welts, a few fingers perhaps. It falls to the ground incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 10 seconds left. Second quarter, 3rd and 7. And now Carroll will have it at their own 30 again.
Yeah, look for him to get one last big play happen before halftime. And just try and get things figured out at the halftime break and get the second half hopefully better than the first half.
Monarchs have outgained Carroll almost 3-1 in this first half. 3rd down and 7. Langling will roll out left side, and he'll have to toss it free to Nick Mackey. 3 seconds left. He will not get out of bounds in time, or will he? No, they're going to have 1 second on the clock, and Carroll, I think, will try to use that timeout. They'll have a first down, and they will. It was a gain of about
20-yard gain.
Call it 20.
Ball right to midfield.
As Langling finds Mackey. And now
10 from the 50.
That sets up a Hail Mary situation, perhaps. You go out and see what kind of arm strength does your senior quarterback have, or you've had success on the one drive at least of just dumping it off on a little screen to Dirks. You could see what happens there. Maybe get the hook and ladder going. We'll see what Coach Rowetter has up his sleeve. But 1 second on the clock. Monarchs 21, Tigers scoreless. You're listening to Carroll High Football tonight on 1380 KCIM and 95.1 FM. Also at carrollbroadcasting.com. You can tell your smart speaker to play KCIM. And we'll get you the Roselle Mutual Insurance halftime show in just a moment as well. For all of your home, farm, auto, or commercial insurance needs, visit them in Carroll or call 792-4525. Both teams will come back out onto the field, and the Tigers will have Nick Mackey on the near sideline. Langling will line up out of the shotgun. And here we go, final play of the first half. One man comes to get him, and that play was kind of blown up from the start. One man came off from the corner Devin Fink unblocked, and that really put a wrinkle in what the Tigers were hoping to do. Incomplete pass on the far sideline to Remy Richardson. Not the half the Carroll Tigers were looking for. They trailed 21-0 at the half here at Carroll Athletic Field. The Roselle Mutual Insurance halftime show is coming your way next. Roselle Mutual believes in the value of youth activities to help develop future adults that will live in and run our communities. For all of your home, farm, auto, or commercial insurance needs, visit them in Carroll or call 792-4525. 21-0, the Carroll Tigers trail at the half. We're back on 1380 KCIM in just a moment. Thanks so much for listening on KCIM.
Congratulate our sideline pass winners for tonight's game. Congratulations, Sean and Jace Quam. You can win a chance to be a sideline winner too. Raffle tickets are on sale now at the front entrance of the football stadium. Thank you for supporting our Carroll After Prom program.
Well, we'll go ahead and keep it here as the computer has locked up and the internet is struggling, it looks like, to try to take a break. So if somebody is back in the studio, we'll take a break here in just a moment. But tough first half for the Carroll Tigers. 21-0 is the score. It's been all Monarchs all the time. And Cade, if you were in that locker room, what would you expect to be hearing here in just a few minutes after a tough first half?
Just the coaches will be figuring things out at halftime. Then they'll come in and they'll tell us what we need to do, what's going to work, and how to fix it. Yeah.
All right, we'll see what the second half can bring. 21-0. The Monarchs are on top on KCIM. Continuing to have some troubles here in the KCIM studio. It sounds like our video stream also died. So what a fun night for everybody involved in the broadcast here on KCIM. We'll see if we can get Nathan back in the studio to fire off some commercials for us here. But this is what live radio is all about, Kate, you know? This is your first time up seeing the action from our perspective, and what we've seen out on the football field from Carroll tonight has not been what they would like to see, and sometimes you have similar things up in the booth. Things happen. But let's talk about this first half just a little bit. You're listening to the Roselle Mutual Insurance halftime show for all of your home, farm, auto, or commercial insurance needs. Visit them in Carroll or call 792-4525. We'll have more on this in just a moment, but 175 yards for the Monarchs, 89 for Carroll, and that was aided by about 20 on that final play just before the Hail Mary attempt, or what was going to be. So all Monarchs, 21-0.
From bump set spike to the crack of the bat. At Motor Inn of Carroll, we love our high school sports, and we love the opportunity to support our local schools, athletes, coaches, and parents. Through the hard work of our kids, we get the enjoyment of watching and listening to their activities. Other life lessons, like teamwork and citizenship, help create outstanding young women and men we are so proud to sponsor. Good luck to all of our local sports teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
The road to fitness is a personal journey, and that journey needs to be catered to you. With a membership to the Carroll Rec Center, you have access to dozens of treadmills, bikes, and ellipticals, as well as the indoor pool. The Carroll Rec Center also offers numerous classes, from spin to stretch to general fitness classes. Everything
Carroll High School Tiger Pride Marching Band, under the direction of Mrs. Jennifer Slope, invites the crowd to join them tonight by singing along with Sweet Caroline and the CHS Fight Song. You can catch the band in action again on Saturday, September 4th in Arcadia's 150th Celebration Parade. The band is led by senior drum majors Brett Mulbauer and Aaron Linker. Drum majors, is your band ready? You may take the field in our halftime performance. Back there, Steve, to return the second half kickoff for the Tigers. Number 9, Cheeto Madera, ready to kick off for the Monarchs. Number 35, Austin Pegas, fields the kickoff. Turns it to the 39-yard line. Tigers take over 1st and 10. Hedwig with the carry tackle by number 10, Trey Brotherton, and 26, Jackson Hildebrand. Gain out to the 45-yard line, pick up of 6 yards, makes it 2nd and 4. Pass intended for Tonto, intercepted by number 21, Jake Belter. Monarchs take over at the 50-yard line, 1st and 10. Pass from Weavers. Welch is complete. Picks up 3 yards before being tackled by number 64, Nolan Moore. The Denison Session.
Back in 30
Second
seconds
from
here
the
on
Tigers' 47-yard line.
Hi, this is Don Neri with Avail Bank. We're proud of our local students and coaches' hard work and dedication to their schools and teams. For our team to be successful, we know it takes a lot of hard work and effort from everyone. We applaud you all for your efforts. At Avail Bank, we understand that because we use the same qualities to ensure our customers are successful. We work hard to give our customers 100% effort in everything we do, and we're dedicated to our customers' success. Good luck to all our area teams from your team at Avail Bank. Avail Bank, member FDIC.
Brady Bell was the injured Tiger. He gets up and is walking on the sideline under his own power. Good to see. You hope maybe tweaked an ankle and is back up and running. Here's a handoff to Welts. A lot of running room on the far side of the field. Nick Mackey tries to bring him down. He gets past him. He's inside the 20. Tackled all the way inside Carroll territory. Great play for Welts, and he goes for 27. Tigers thought maybe they had him in the backfield. Welts
Tigers, not before picking up 27 yards.
And has them in the red zone now, looking for their 4th score of the night. You go back to last year in the regular season, Carroll dominated Denison Schleswig, winning 42-7. But then in that first playoff round, Denison Schleswig takes the win 12-7. And sends Carroll packing early on in the postseason. Here's a handoff right side, Hildebrand, and Hildebrand gets to the line of scrimmage and is stuffed, nowhere to go. They might call it a loss of 1.
Yeah, he had a handful of Tigers in his face on that one, just blew up the line of scrimmage.
And now the Tiger defense has their work cut out for them once again. They have had their backs against the goal line quite a bit tonight. It's a 21-0 lead in favor of Denison Schleswig. 9:43 to go in the third quarter. In our post-game show tonight, we will name our Motoring Player of the Game. Motoring of Carroll, your premier Toyota, Chevy, and Buick dealership for sales, service, parts, and collision. Here's the shotgun snap, little screen pass to Brotherton, far sideline. He'll dive for the first down marker, may come up a yard short. And it's a gain of 9 on Brotherton's second catch of the night. Weber's the sophomore, 6 for 7 passing with 117 yards and a touchdown. Brotherton now 2 catches for 60 yards. And that will bring up third down and 1 with the Monarchs at the 11-yard line of the Tigers. 9 minutes to go, third quarter. Monarchs already up by 3 touchdowns, wanting more. They go under center now, and they get the first down and more. Diving forward inside the 5, down to the 3. Weavers picks up a first and much more for the Monarchs. Weavers on that quarterback sneak got the touchdown earlier in that second quarter. Their second touchdown of that second quarter, third overall. A 1-yard run for him right up the middle. Basically the same play there. And he got 8. Now down to the 3. 8.5 minutes to go, third quarter now with the Monarchs on top 21-0 and knocking on the door of another touchdown.
Looking for them to do the same thing again since that play has worked so well.
They'll try to hand it off now. They go to Fink in the backfield, and Devin Fink, the senior, he dives left side and in for a touchdown. His first carry of the night, a big one. And the Monarchs pick up their 4th touchdown, and they now lead 27-0 with Carson Sinchins on to attempt the extra point for the Monarchs. It comes with 8:22 on the clock in quarter number 3. The shutout continues, and now the Tigers are just being dominated now tonight, with the Monarchs taking advantage of Carroll's 4th turnover, 3 fumbles, 1 interception, and now Sinchins' extra point on its way, and the extra point makes it a 28-0 ball game. 8:22 to go in the third quarter. All Denison Schleswig here on KCIM. Back in a minute. You're listening to KCIM's coverage of Carroll Tiger football tonight. Brinson Cage Shaven with you in the Gatorade broadcast. With Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. And distributed by Pepsi Beverages in Carroll. It's a 3-yard touchdown run for Devin Fink. First carry on the season for him. He gets the score. Sinchins' extra point was good. And the 21-0 lead becomes 28-0. All Monarchs all the time tonight. And just the Tigers, they've shot themselves in the foot, unfortunately, several times. They've had a couple of good drives going. And then the fumble or the interception at the end, drive killers, momentum killers, and now that lead grows for the Monarchs, 28-0.
Yeah, it seems like every time the Tigers try to get something good going, a turnover comes back to bite them in the foot.
Tough start for the Tigers, a game that they will want to put behind them if they, obviously a lot of time. I'm certainly not saying it's over, but at some point the Tigers need to start putting some points up. We get a nice play here on the return out on the far sideline by Zach Dirks. And he tiptoed along the sideline to the 35. He could have somehow stayed in bounds. He had a lot of green turf out ahead. I think he wishes and wanted and hoped that he could stay on the sideline and keep running, but he just barely stepped out back near the 35. He ran all the way to about the 50, hoping maybe the refs didn't see him step out. But now the offense back on the field for the Tigers. They trail 28-0. 8:18 to play in the third quarter. 4 turnovers tonight. 3 fumbles and an interception. Here's a Lengeling keeper after the fake handoff or miscommunication, one of the two. He takes it up the middle for 3, and he gains out to the 38-yard line. And the Tigers will have second down and about 7. Lengeling's 3rd carry of the night.
Yeah, I think that was a little bit of miscommunication on that play. Lengeling went up the wrong side of where Ludwig was wanting to go, so Lengeling just took it himself and had followed Cooper as a blocker.
Tigers down 28-0, second down and 7 at their own 38-yard line. With Western Iowa Networks, you get more speed when working from home, more movie time with family, and no buffering, and more savings by locking in your internet price for 2 years. Call or text 712-775-2946 or visit westianet.com for details. Screen pass left side, they find Dirks again. And he's got a nice shifty footwork, and he's out to left field. Great play on the turf there for Dirks, a gain of 12. And he showed the speed, he showed the agility, he showed it all.
Yeah, ran to the side and then cut it back across the field and
That's a 12-yard game and the first down for the Tigers.
again. Gave the Tigers first down.
4 catches for 45 yards now for Dirks, and a referee timeout because of the heat tonight. They have called a couple. No, actually, we've got an injured Monarch out on the field. Did not see him over at the 45-yard line. An injured Denison Schleswig player will take a 30-second break, and the Carroll Tigers will have 7:15 on the clock, third quarter, when we come back in 30 seconds on KCIM.
When it comes to sports injuries and pain, call the specialists at Suppy Chiropractic Clinic with Dr. Mike Suppy and Dr. Jack Janning. Dr. Suppy and Dr. Janning work closely with area athletes and teams in providing effective treatments and rehabilitation of sports-related injuries. For optimal sports performance, call Dr. Mike Suppy and Dr. Jack Janning at Suppy Chiropractic Clinic today, 792-6026. You can stop by their clinic at 1420 Highway 71 North in Carroll. Proud sponsors of all area teams.
Back in the Gatorade broadcast booth, Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform, distributed by Pepsi Beverages in Carroll. The injured Monarch did not see who it was, but they are up and off the field, so we will get ready for this first down and 10 play. Carroll at the 50 after a nice 12-yard gain for Zach Dirks on the screen pass left side. That has been a play that has worked really well for Carroll tonight. They've gotten about 4 first downs from it. Now they'll have first down and 10 out of the pistol. Langeling looks to throw. Deep toss. Near sideline. With those 2 defenders, Zach Dirks almost made an incredible grab in double coverage. May have had a couple of flags.
Pass interference. Defense number 14. 59 penalty. First down.
Stops the clock with 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. A free 15, but a really nice throw from Langeling and almost a really nice grab by Dirks inside the red zone.
Time to give the Tigers the first and 10 at the Monarch 35-yard line.
It landed kind of in his hands, but he had defenders draped all over him. Would have been a miracle to pull it down. First and 10, 1 receiver on each side. Shotgun snap to Langeling. They want to go back to the well, trying it for Dirks this time, and Dirks knocks it away from the defender. I think at the end he started to play safety because Skuttinga had the height advantage and may have had an even easy interception if Dirks didn't knock it away, but they get another chance, and the incomplete pass brings up second down and 10.
Yeah, he's lucky he didn't get it intercepted. Good job by Dirks to kind of play defense while on offense on that one.
That ball just kind of hung up, and there were 2 defenders and 1 receiver. Not usually a great combination, but Dirks still almost found a way to pull that down at the goal line, but was primarily trying to swat it away. It'll be second down and 10 at the 35 of the Monarchs, and they send a receiver in motion with a flag down. Might be delay of game on the Tigers.
Dead ball.
Back
delay game on the offense. 5-yard penalty till second down.
They are driving here in opponent territory at the 40 after having just lost 5 yards on the penalty.
5-yard penalty makes it second and 15.
Carroll with 111 yards of offense tonight, 197 for the Monarchs. And the Monarchs have had great field position as well, so they are almost doubling Carroll's yardage, but it's more impressive when you consider the short fields they've had for most of the game. Second down and 15 now. It's a handoff with a lot of room left side for Ludwig diving to the near sideline, past the 30 to the 28, and it's a gain of 12. It'll bring up third down and short.
Yeah, another wide open hole for Ludwig to get a big gain for the Tigers. set up
15-yard
an easy
gain
third
brings the
down
ball to
play.
the 27.
Seemed like maybe the Monarchs were playing
32.
pass, and Ludwig took advantage of all the defenders well out in front of him, picks up almost first down yardage, and now at the 27, they'll have third down and 2, and down by 4 scores. I would imagine even if they don't get a first down, this is 4 down territory. Here's a handoff, Langeling, left side for Ludwig again, and he'll easily have the first. He gets outside to the numbers, near side to the 20, and a gain of 7. That will move the chains.
Yeah, the Tigers finally putting an offense together and making a drive, getting into the red zone. Hopefully they can make the most out of it.
10 carries, 60 yards for Ludwig tonight, averaging 6 yards per carry, and most of his last 6 carries have gone for 7 or more yards. 5 out of 6 have. First down and 10 now from the 20. They go back to him again. Ludwig stifled on the right side, though, and there were more Monarch defenders there than linemen, and that play was blown up. No gain on the play, and it will be second down and 10 for the Tigers, down 28-0 in the third quarter, midway through. And now another injured Monarch, and you wonder with how hot and humid it is, if the cramps, you get to the second half, and you wonder if cramps start to become a factor.
10 from the 20-yard line for the Tigers.
A Monarch down. We will take a break too. 5:36 to go, third quarter. Monarchs lead 28-0, but the Tigers, they're driving in the red zone back in 30 seconds on KCIM. Or we'll go ahead and keep it right here. We've got just over 5 minutes to go in this third quarter. In our post-game show tonight, we'll name our Motor Inn Player of the Game. Motor Inn of Carroll, your premier Toyota, Chevy, and Buick dealership for sales, service, parts, and collision. And it's great to be with you tonight. Unfortunately, the Monarchs still down at the 20-yard line. Have not seen who that is, but the Tigers, they are huddled up talking things over. They'll have second down and 10 in a 28-0 hole. Coming up after our game tonight, 10 to midnight, it's the New Wave Ford Scoreboard Show. Nathan Combs is standing by with Drew Dirksen. They'll have the action for you tonight on KCIM and Kick 106.7, 1380 AM, 95.1 FM. So once this game is done, stay tuned, and they'll have all the recap. We'll recap all the action from tonight's games. We've got 7 area teams. Of course, Coon Rapids, Baird, and Glenmore Alston not playing tonight because they're in Des Moines to play at Valley tomorrow. 8-man football on the big stage at West Des Moines Valley. That should be a fun time for them. But we'll have the 7 coaches on tonight from all of the area teams in action, including Craig Roeder. I'll try to run down and grab a word with him after the game.
64, Ever Gonzalez.
Ever Gonzalez was the injured Monarch, and he is able to walk off the field with a slight limp. So you wonder, not speculating too much, but you wonder if they're down that long and then they get up and they walk off. It kind of signifies maybe cramping, at least with this heat. Clock will wind now, under 5.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Here on KCIM, 1380 AM and 95.1 FM. We're back in the Gatorade broadcast booth as the Tigers line up for second down and 10 with 2 receivers left side. Mackey split out wide. They send Dirks in motion now right side. They fake the sweep. They hand off to Ludwig. The C's part up the middle. Ludwig to the 5. Dives for the goal line. He's tackled at the 2. Cooper Ludwig almost gets to the end zone, but instead he comes up a couple yards shy. But Ludwig and the C's parted for him, and it'll be first down and goal at the 2.
Yeah, sending Dirks in motion kind of threw the Monarchs off guard because, you know, Dirks is so fast that they kind of expected him to get the ball, but Ludwig just took the ball right up the middle and was just short of a touchdown.
Ludwig's last 4 carries include 18 yards, 7 yards, 13 yards. I would not be surprised if we see a 2-yard run up the middle for a touchdown, perhaps. First down and goal now for the Tigers. Langeling with a receiver in motion, Dirks. They go to Ludwig, up the middle. 2 yards for the score. And the C's almost the same play again.
The same play. Send Dirks in motion again, and another wide open hole for Ludwig to run through. Great job by the offensive line on giving Cooper something to work with so he can walk in and get the Tigers on the board.
First touchdown for Carroll tonight. It comes from the sophomore Cooper Ludwig, and that drive was all Cooper Ludwig, especially at the end. He got the last 20 yards, including an 18-yarder and then the 2-yard touchdown. Eli Leon for the extra point, 28-7. The Tigers score for the first time with 4.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back. You're listening to KCIM's coverage of Carroll football.
As the parent of a student athlete, it can be hard to find time for cooking delicious meals and snacks. The Market on 30 is here to help with our incredible selection of frozen entrees, Crispitos, Pasquale's pizzas, and our famous mac and cheese. Or try some of our quick and easy air fryer friendly foods, like juicy chicken strips and crunchy cheese balls. The Market on 30 in the BP Plaza, Carroll's food and party store, and a proud supporter of all our local athletes.
At Team Auto Group in Denison, they're proud to support all our local athletes. They know what it takes to be part of a winning team because it's their mission to provide a first-class car buying experience. So whether you have a new driver in the family or maybe just want an upgrade, Team Auto has an incredible selection of new and used vehicles for you. Check out their entire inventory online or stop by the lot in Denison. Team Auto Group, proudly serving Carroll, Denison, and West Central Iowa. Team up today.
Tigers finally get a drive that starts well, runs well in the middle, and then finishes well too. Cooper Ludwig punches it in from 2 yards out, and the Carroll Tigers, they say, okay, Denison Schleswig, we spotted you 28, now it's our turn. They've got 4.5 minutes plus the fourth quarter, but momentum on their side now with that offense finally getting a score.
Yeah, hopefully defense can get a couple big stops. Keep the Monarchs out of the red zone.
And now Eli Lee puts it over the head of the return man and into the end zone for a touchback, as Hunter Emery had no shot at that one. 4.5 to go in the third. Denison Schleswig will have it at their own 20-yard line. They lead 28-7 after the Tigers' first score of the night. And now we see how they react to Carroll's first score. Ethan Langeling tonight for the Carroll Tigers, 6 for 12 passing, 68 yards, but Cooper Ludwig, he's been the star on offense, especially here in the second half. It was a heavy dose of him on that drive, 13 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown. He did have a fumble in the first half. Here's a handoff for Devin Fink and the Monarchs. He scored earlier in the quarter, and he picks up 2 off to the right side, and he's out to the 23, 22-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 3, actually.
Yeah, Gus Collison on the tackle for that play. First we've seen him tonight.
28-7, Monarchs have the lead. We talked in the pregame show just how different this Tiger team looks from a year ago. You had pretty much an all-senior starting lineup on offense. Here's a handoff right side to Welts. He ran into Weavers to start, and they'll turn a loss into a big gain near sideline out to the 45-yard line. They go for 22, but he and Weavers ran into each other trying to hand it off, and they somehow turned it into 22. But as I was mentioning, the Tigers, they were, a lot of guys with inexperience, not a lot of starting action this year, but on the defensive side of the ball, you had Ponto and Cook coming into tonight, but no Cook, he's injured. Gus Collison, we just mentioned him a little bit ago. He was the third leading tackler of all guys that were back this year. So he gets a tackle on the last play. First down and 10 now for the Monarchs at the 40, and they hand it off to Jackson Hildebrand, and he runs into defenders. Peyton Wardell, one of the first ones there, to dive for the knees, and a loss of 2 on the play for Hildebrand.
Yeah, Tigers are doing a really good job of blowing up the Monarch offensive line and keeping the running backs in the backfield.
And a lot of times it works well, but sometimes if the running back just barely gets away, everybody's in the backfield, so there's some wide open lanes down the sideline, as we saw the play before. But second down and 12, and now the Monarchs will come out under center once again with Luke Weavers. the sophomore, passing really well tonight. 6 for 7, 117 yards and a touchdown pass along with a touchdown run. They'll pitch it out left side, and the running back, it's Bolter taking off and running with it. The senior, Jake Bolter, picks up yards out to the 47-yard line. And that'll go for about 9 on his first carry of the night. 116 yards on the ground for the Monarchs, 117 through the air. That's pretty balanced. 30 carries, 7 passes though. The Tigers defense not giving up big chunks on the ground, but in the passing game, they have been getting their big chunks when they throw it. 3rd down and 3, just shy of midfield for the Monarchs. Big opportunity for a stop here. With Carroll just scoring on that last drive, you get a stop, get the ball back, somehow make this a 28-14.
Timeout. Denison, the first half.
Coming for you, but timeout on the field, so we will go ahead and take one too. It's 3rd down and 3. The Monarchs have it at their own 47. Need 50 for a first down. 3rd quarter winding down. 2:11 to go. 28-7 Monarchs back in 30 seconds on KCIM.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we're here to make sure you're protected through all stages of life. Knowing your loved ones will be taken care of can give you peace of mind and a sense of security. And you can count on your local Farm Bureau agents, Jeff Dentlinger and Ryan Cook, to help determine the amount of life insurance that is right for you. You already trust us to help protect your valuables. Now trust us to help you protect what you value most in your world, your loved ones. Call Jeff Dentlinger and Ryan Cook to schedule a super check today at 712-792-9296.
28-7 deficit for the Carroll Tigers as they host Denison Schleswig tonight, week 1 of the high school football season. 3rd down and 3, screen pass near side, high toss to Brotherton. He has to bobble it, and in the meantime, that allows the defense to collapse on him. A loss of 2, might have been a fumble at the end. Referees will talk about it. Well, they say he was down, or is it Carroll football? Obviously, all the orange jerseys down on the field are saying Carroll football, but I think it's going to be 4th down for the Monarchs. Forward progress will be the call. Loss of 1 on the pass play as they tried to dump it off to Brotherton.
Yeah, he caught it once, then had to catch it a couple more times and try to get out of the backfield before the Tiger defenders got to him, but it was too late.
But the Tigers get a break, even though they don't get the fumble recovery. They force a punt. And now, can they take advantage of getting the football back? Here's a low snap for the Monarchs. They get it off, and it will be hopping inside the 20. Zach Dirks lets it roll down to the 16-yard line, and then a flag down after the play at the 30-yard line. Not quite sure what that was. I don't know if maybe some of the players said some things to each other, to some opponents, or what. But we'll wait and see as the referees talk things over. For now, Carroll will have the football at their own 17-yard line. Referees talking it over at the 30. While we wait, a couple of score updates. Kemper at Loma tonight over on KKRL. A tough night for the night.
Running out into the kicker.
40-0.
Defense. Personal foul on the kicking team. This penalty is offset. Replay 4th.
Replay 4th down situation. So instead of having it at their own 17, Denison Schleswig will punt it away again. So Loma up on Kemper 40-0, and then South Central Calhoun at East Sac tonight. The Titans are all up, all over Raiders 48-7. So for our local teams and the broadcast, the local team not doing the hottest tonight. Kemper struggling. Well, I guess South Central Calhoun and East Sac, they're both local teams. So one's having a good night, one's not. And here, Carroll, their night's been going better here in the last few minutes compared to the first half. They do trail 28-7, a minute 8 to go in the 3rd quarter. But if there was a momentum meter, it's starting to swing the Carroll Tigers' way at least just a little bit. Here's a much shorter kick. That'll go out of bounds short of the 30. So the penalties that offset and reinforced a 4th down punt will be much to Carroll's advantage. They're going to gain a free 22 yards or so, and then there was a little more jarring after the play. So I'm guessing that was a little bit of a carryover from the play before. Carroll will have it down near the, they're going to call it the 28-yard line.
Yeah, the replay of the fourth down actually helped out the Tigers.
Yeah, big time.
Out of bounds at the 28-yard line. Tigers.
Now they will mark it back at the 28, so the Tiger offense now down 28-7. They scored a touchdown with 4:28 to go in this third quarter. There's now a minute 2. And now will we see more of the same with Ludwig running the football? They also had Dirks in the passing game on that last drive. They want to air it out over the middle. They've got a man open. It's Nick Mackey, but the throw was just a little behind him. He tried to lean back for it, couldn't bring it in, and it's incomplete from Lengeling.
Yeah, Mackey was pretty open. If that throw was just a little too low for Mackey to get his hands on it, he had to slide, and even though it just skipped into him.
55 seconds to go now in this third quarter with the 28-7 ball game. Monarchs on top. They led 7-0 after 21-0 at the half, and both teams have put up a touchdown in this third quarter. Coming up in our post-game show tonight, we'll name our Motor Inn player of the game. It's 2nd down and 10, pistol formation, bad snap. Lengeling has to just run with it, and he'll get a yard or two as he scampers off to the right side, but instead of a fumble or a sack, he did something with it.
Yeah, at least got some positive yards out of it.
4 carries, 4 yards tonight for Lengeling. He's not been designed running the ball a whole lot. A couple of those were, I think, one was a fumble on he was trying to throw the football, and then a couple of plays where he's just trying to make something out of nothing. It's 3rd down and 9, and the clock will wind down under 18. Play clock at 10, so they will get one more play off at least, with the clock continuing to wind. 5 out of the play clock now. 2 receivers left side. Shotgun snap now to Lengeling. Lengeling looks over, looks near side, looks for the throw, and he's over the head of Dirks and then tipped to the ground incomplete. Clock stops with 2 seconds left in the third, and that may be a punting situation. Yes, the punting unit will come on for the Tigers to boot it away. They were looking for Dirks in double coverage. Dangerous pass, but falls incomplete.
Yeah, Dirks has been double coveraged all night. I think it's just because of his speed, but yeah, no, not really a chance for Dirks to get a hand on that.
With Western Iowa Networks, you get more reliability when getting that last-minute homework done, more meaningful moments, video chatting with loved ones, and more savings by locking in your internet price for 2 years. Call or text 712-775-2946 or visit westianet.com. Tigers get the punt off. They were pressured on the kick, and it will roll to a stop at the 43-yard line, and it will go down as a punt of about 30 yards or so. The Monarchs will have it when the fourth quarter gets underway at their own 43, leading by 21. It's 28-7. You're listening to Carroll Tiger football. Back in a minute on KCIM.
When you're thinking about the kitchen in your home, no matter what the size, it's the place that fuels the body, mind, and soul of friends and family. Hi, this is Michelle from Midwest Wholesale. Life is lived in the kitchen. Your kitchen needs to work effectively for you. Let's design the most important room in your home with cabinetry by Birch Manufacturing. Watch it come to life with our 3D design program. Create a kitchen space that you'll enjoy for a lifetime with cabinetry from Birch Manufacturing at Midwest Wholesale, voted the best lumberyard in Carroll County.
People want and deserve more comfort, efficiency, and reliability, both in their homes and places of work. Dries Company will be there to meet these challenges, whether we are designing a new system or servicing your existing equipment. We are a rapidly growing company that strives to meet and exceed all your expectations. No matter if you are looking to buy new appliances or need the help from one of our certified technicians, we are here for you. We pride ourselves in our installation and service. Dries Company, servicing the Carroll area since 1933.
3 quarters down, we go to the fourth. And you're listening to KCIM's coverage of Carroll Tiger football live in the Gatorade broadcast booth. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform, distributed by Pepsi Beverages in Carroll. You're listening on 1380 KCIM Carroll, 95.1 FM, online at carrollbroadcasting.com. Your smart speaker, just tell it to play KCIM. And we started with a video stream tonight. Unfortunately, had some technical issues, and that has not continued into this second half. The Monarchs have first down and 10, a 2-yard carry left side. Haven't seen a whole lot of Jackson Hildebrand lately, but they rush him to the left for 2. And all Monarchs tonight, they have outgained Carroll 234 to 152. Carroll with 4 turnovers, Denison Schleswig with 2, and the turnovers have been a big story, especially that first half. Every time Carroll got something maybe going a little bit, they'd cough it up. Now here's a handoff left side. They sweep it to Welts, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage, and not much more. A little slow to get up.
Number 85,
gain on the play for him. He's got 5 carries, 55 yards, and he will be down for a moment, holding the back of his right knee. That kind of looks like a cramp right there too.
Yeah.
11:15 to go in this fourth quarter. It's a 28-7 lead for the Monarchs. They'll have third down and 8. Injury timeout on the field. We're back in 30 seconds on KCIM.
Your hometown Napa store not only offers you a large inventory of parts for autos, trucks, RVs, farm equipment, heavy-duty trucks, and small engines. Napa also offers you a complete machine shop service, hydraulic hoses, mixing for auto paints, and auto glass and windshield service. So whether it's replacement parts for under the hood or fun accessories for your exterior, make it a point to stop in and see what parts may fit your needs. Napa, because there are no unimportant parts. Highway 30 West in Carroll. Napa, your locally owned and operated parts store.
The 2021 season opener for the Carroll Tigers as they host Denison Schleswig tonight. It's a 28-7 lead for the Monarchs in what has become a nice little rivalry between teams about 30 minutes apart. Denison Schleswig actually playing in Class 4A this year with the addition of a 5A class for the biggest schools in Iowa. Denison Schleswig 4A, Carroll 3A. Here's a pass right side, and that almost hit the hands of 2 Monarch receivers. It's off the hands at the end of Aiden Scuddinga. The senior can't haul it in, just over the head as well of Trey Brotherton, and it's incomplete. Fourth down and 8, and the Monarchs will punt the ball away back to the Tigers with a 3-score lead. So again, you can get some quick scores. You're not out of it, but you know, it's a lot of hoping at this point, but now you got to do it. They got the stop. Good field position for the Monarchs, and the Tigers get a defensive stop. Here's the punt, and it will be downed inside the 15. It'll roll back to the 10 as Dirks lets it sail. And now the Tigers will have it at their own 10-yard line. 10:51 to go in the ballgame. 28-7 Monarchs. If the Carroll Tigers have a comeback in them, it must begin right now on this August 27th, Week 1 football Friday night. Head coaching debuts on both sides for Craig Roeder of the Tigers, and Kamari Katmoya, former Iowa State defensive back, played from 2014 to 2017, had some coaching experience out in Bakersfield, California at his high school alma mater. Gets his first head coaching gig tonight for the Monarchs, making his debut along with Roeder, who has been a Carroll defensive coach for the last almost decade. Here's a handoff on first down and 10 to Ludwig with nowhere to go. Spun down into the turf for no gain. Coach McCartan, after last season, decided to spend more time with family, and he thought now is a good time to hand the reins off to Coach Roeder. He has taken over tonight, and this has not been the game that he was hoping for. Everybody dreams of that first head coaching game, you know, if you want to be a coach, obviously. And it's not quite gone the way he hoped, but still 10-plus minutes to go. Here's Dirks in motion. They'll hand it off to him. There's a flag down in the backfield, and he'll be ripped down by the ankles back at the 6, a loss of 4. But that might have been a holding call in the process. That flag came out right around the time of the handoff. Flag at the 6. It was a loss of 4 anyway on the play. It would not surprise me to just decline the penalty, take the yardage, and take the down away. Yep, they will decline. But it'll be second down.
Offense number 50. The penalty is declined. Third down.
Holding call on the Tigers. And I think they called that was out on Todd Sheeter, the senior out there. So now it'll be third down after the loss of 4. Dirks had nowhere to go. And now Lengeling wants to throw. He's got a man this side. That's a right side toss, out route to Mackey to the 15. That'll get some of those yards and more back out to the 15. It'll be a gain of 9. And he was wide open, well-designed play that picks up some yards.
Yeah, really great route that Dirks ran. Just not quite enough to get a first down. He brings out the punt team.
And I misspoke. I thought it was going to be third down, but it will be fourth down. I was off by 1 somewhere in there. Fourth down and 5, and Nolan Moore will come out to punt it again. He's back at his own 2 with Welts. Looks like he's back out there after going out a little earlier with injury, probably a cramping situation. And he'll return it from the 47-yard line of Carroll. Cuts to the far sideline at the numbers 40 to the 35. Sideline, still on his feet, 30, 25, pushed out and knocked into the Denison Schleswig sideline. Nice return for him of about 22 yards to the 25, and great field position once again for the Monarchs as the Tigers go 3 and out. Monarchs already leading by 3 scores, and they look for more. The Monarchs went 2-6 last year. One of those wins was in the playoffs over the Carroll Tigers, 12-7. They trailed going into the fourth quarter, scored a touchdown, got the win. Carroll was 3-5 last year. One of their wins was a regular season victory over the Monarchs, 42-7. First down now for the Monarchs at the 25 of Carroll. Wiebers pitches it out right side to Jackson Hildebrand with a couple blockers out front. He gets to the line of scrimmage and nothing more than that. Pushed over toward the sideline and no gain on the play for Hildebrand, his 15th carry of the night.
Yeah, they ran it to the short side of the field, and when you got everybody flowing,
there might have been a fumble over there. Yeah, they're going to say there was a fumble. Did not see that until the Carroll players came running off the field. No idea who came up with it, but now the Monarchs, they just fumbled it away for the 3rd time tonight.
It's really hard to see those fumbles when they run it to the far side of the field, and especially the short side. When you got everybody flowing to that side, it's really tough to see.
And usually when there's a fumble, it's kind of obvious because you see a bunch of players scrambling. We didn't really see that, and now Carroll will have another opportunity with 8:50 to go, down 28-7 here in the fourth quarter. Shotgun snap for Ethan Lengeling. The senior quarterback rolls out to his right, looking, wants to throw, finds Richardson, but just off his hands and then almost intercepted as well. A couple of DBs got there to get a fingertip on it. There's a flag down at the line of scrimmage. It was an incomplete pass, but that may be holding anyway with 8:42 to play.
Personal foul. Offense.
Foul.
Number 76. Penalty's half the
the
distance to the goal. Still second
that
down.
Will move them back 15 and bring up first down and 25 inside the 15-yard line. They'll be back at the 13. So they got the fumble recovery, and then they come out and lose 15 yards on a penalty. Just it's kind of a summary of how the night's gone for the Tigers. Every time they get something good to go their way, something kind of derails that momentum. They'll have first down and 25 at the 14-yard line. They'll come out with 2 receivers on the right side, Dirks and Mackey. Shotgun snap for Lengeling. They screen out right side to Dirks in the backfield, crosses the 12-yard line, and that'll actually be a loss on the play of 2. Dirks caught that well behind the line of scrimmage and did not have a whole lot of running lane out in front. So So he loses 2.
12-yard line, loss of 1. Make it second and 25.
And now it will be second down and just a little bit longer. And now Dirks is down on the field getting his right leg looked at. As far as I know, every player that's gone out tonight has come back in. That's always good to see. But they work on Dirks down at the 12-yard line. He's up on his feet now, probably just dealing with a little bit of a cramp. He'll walk that off. Have you ever had a situation like that when you were playing for the Tigers where it's late in the game, first or second week when it's 90 degrees up there and your leg just feels like it gave out on you?
Yeah, I've had that. Had that a couple times. You get late in the game and you haven't stretched since pregame, so your muscles get tight and it just happens.
So they'll get him worked out on the sideline. He'll get a drink of water and then he's back in here in a few plays, I'm sure. It'll be second down and 25, 7:50 to play. Monarchs, they've led the way. They scored a touchdown in the first quarter, got out to a 28-0 lead before Carroll scored their first and only touchdown of the game. They'll fake a handoff. They go to Ludwig now, and he is hit hard. Another loss on the play, this time a 1-yard loss. They faked the sweep, handed it off to Ludwig. They had success with that play earlier, but no such success on this play as he loses 1. It'll be third down and 26 to go with under 7 minutes and 15 seconds to play. 28-7 Monarchs. All Denison Schleswig tonight. Lengeling gets the play call from the sideline, runs back out to the huddle, and now they'll break the huddle with the play clock at 11. 7 minutes to go. Tigers down by 3 scores. One receiver on each side. Mackey and Richardson. Lengeling airs it out, far sideline. It might be intercepted and then knocked away. Scuddinga got the read on it, and the defensive back can't quite hang on to it. That was thrown in the area of a pair of number 14s. Remy Richardson was the intended receiver for Carroll. Aiden Scuddinga had that ball in his hand, kind of bobbled it around as he ran and just could not hang on to it. Now it's fourth down and 26. And the punt unit comes on for Carroll with 6:48 to go, trailing 28-7 on this season opener against Denison Schleswig. Nolan Moore will come on for the punt. And he stands just past the goal line. And he kicks it high into the air, short kick. Bounces at the 31, takes a nice Tiger roll out to the 39. But field position, once again, will be in favor of the Monarchs. They take over inside Carroll's 40 with a 3-possession lead. 6:36 to go. They'll have first down and 10. They have outgained Carroll tonight 234 to 154. Coming up in our post-game show tonight, we'll name our Motor Inn Player of the Game. Motor Inn of Carroll, your premier Toyota, Chevy, and Buick dealership for sales, service, parts, and collision. Nick Brinks and Cade Schabel with you tonight in the Gatorade broadcast booth. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform, distributed by Pepsi Beverages in Carroll. We'll also have the New Way Forward Scoreboard Show coming up at midnight right here on KCIM with Nathan Cones and Drew Dirksen. Here's a quarterback keeper for Luke Wiebers, the sophomore, nowhere to go. And that will bring up second down and 10 after the gain of nothing.
No gain on the play, remains second and 10.
Coming up on the conclusion of this one, we're almost to the halfway point of the fourth quarter with Denison Schleswig leading 28-7. They scored a touchdown in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third. Carroll scored their lone touchdown in the third quarter as well. Nobody has scored yet in the fourth. The Monarchs have the best chance to do so on this drive. Under 6 to play now. By 21, the Monarchs have the lead. Weber's under center. And he is in trouble with a flag down and sack back at the 46-yard line. That play was blown up from the start with, I think, Tanner Ponto in on the sack. That's his
holding.
Probably his second sack of the night.
Nice decline.
The penalty is declined. Looked like a holding call. And Ponto picks up the sack. Also had somebody else in there with him.
And Tanner Ponto.
Looks like Wieland. That was Colton Wieland. Those two teamed up. And now back to the 46 after the 6-yard loss.
Yeah, those two had that play blown up from the start. There's nothing going for the Monarch offense on that play.
Loss of 7, actually. And it brings up 3rd down and 17. 2 receivers right side, tight end left to block. Here's Weavers rolling out right side, chased down by Moore. And Moore, no, somebody else will get there, but he throws it away and almost intercepted by the big man. They almost had Caleb Vanderheiden thinking of 6 the other way as Weavers got rid of it. But they're going to say that he was actually sacked, I think. I think they're going to say he was down before he got rid of it. They're moving him back. Now they'll talk with the line judge. Yeah, loss of 4. Oh, no, they just looked at the wrong line. Okay, the referee was standing on the wrong yard line. Okay, that's as simple as that. Incomplete pass then for Weavers. And that will bring up 4th down and 17, 5:13 left. Punt unit on. Hayden Scuddinga will punt it. The Monarchs are taking advantage of the kicking and punting opportunities tonight to get practice, get some real game practice in. They've had 4, 5, maybe 6 guys kick or punt the ball tonight. I haven't really seen that too many times in a game, but Coach Cotton Moya says, you know what? Let's give you guys some real game time experience. You kick some extra points, you do some kickoffs, you do some punting, and they're all doing pretty well, really, for the Monarchs, and the Tigers will have it after the touchback at their own 20.
Yeah, look for the Tigers to get at least a little something going, at least get another score before the game ends.
Ethan Langling will bring in the call from the sideline. They have it at their own 20, trailing 28-7, 4:55 to play here on KCIM. Join us at 10 o'clock until midnight for the New Way Ford scoreboard show. 2 receivers right side for the Tigers, working left to right in those orange jerseys. Shotgun snap for Langling. Looks, finds an out man. The out route to Dirks. He'll be tackled at the 28-yard line. And a quick 8 or 9 yard gain on the play from Langling to Dirks.
Yeah, Dirks was wide open again. He ran a great 6 out route. Yeah, got a good gain to get something going for the Tigers.
4.5 minutes to go now. 28-7 Monarchs. 2nd down, 1 to go. They're at their own 29-yard line. Their lone touchdown tonight was a 2-yard touchdown run by Cooper Ludwig. He's the tailback out of the pistol formation with 1 receiver on each side. Langling to throw under pressure, tosses it, looks, it's intercepted. It's picked off by Jesse Velasquez, and he is pushed out of bounds. And the Tigers turn it over at the 41-yard line. That pass just behind the intended receiver, I think maybe headed to Dirks, but picked off by Velasquez, one of the defensive backs. First interception of the night. No, I take that back. 2nd interception of the night for the Tigers. One by Volter earlier. Now one by Velasquez. And the Monarchs will have it right back. That's 5 Carroll turnovers tonight. 8 total tonight for the 2 teams. Coming up in the post-game show, we'll recap all the numbers from tonight, and then the New Way Ford scoreboard show will... Oh, we might have an interception the other way as Weavers got hit as he threw right into the arms of Nolan Moore. He tried to make a diving effort for it, couldn't make the play, but anytime you turn the ball over 5 times, it's not going to be a great conversation with the head coach after the game. We'll grab a word with Coach Roetter for the New Way Ford scoreboard show. It'll be an incomplete pass from Weavers, and now 2nd down and 10 at the 41 with 4:04 to go. Much different game than the season opener last year. If I remember right, it was Bondurant-Farrar, and it was a 7-0 game. Not a whole lot of offense in that game. 2nd down and 10, handoff to Jackson Hildebrand. He sheds 1 or 2 tackles, and then Nolan Moore brings him down on the far sideline. Gain of 2 to the 39. Hildebrand fumbled it away a drive or 2 ago. He picks up 2, and it's 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, Hildebrand shedded a lot of tackles on that run. He could have been brought down behind this line of scrimmage a couple times, but got some positive yards and was finally brought down.
3 rushing touchdowns for the Monarchs tonight, 1 passing touchdown. Hildebrand has done the bulk of the carrying tonight, but he has not scored on the ground. And now we have a timeout called with 3:45 to go. And it will be 3rd down and 8 for the Monarchs when we come back. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to KCIM's coverage of Carroll Tiger football, 28-7 Monarchs with 3:45 to go.
To 3:40. And the play clock will be at 25.
Or we'll go ahead and keep it here. It'll be 3rd down and 8 at the 39-yard line. The Monarchs with 3rd down and 8, timeout taken by, it must have been the Monarchs, or an official timeout. I did not actually see what the call was. But the Monarchs will come out. Now they break huddle very quickly. Monarchs trying to catch the Tigers sleeping. Almost catch themselves sleeping. Weavers almost coughed up the snap. Takes off and runs with it to the right side. And nowhere to go on that right side. No gain for Weavers. And it's 4th down and 8.
Carroll.
And Carroll will call timeout. We'll try to do the same. 3:33 to go. Monarchs will have 4th down and 9 in 30 seconds on KCIM.
Brinks Exteriors is the trusted roofer in Carroll and the surrounding communities. Brinks Exteriors services both residential and commercial projects. Any size, any budget. Roofing, siding, gutters, windows. Brinks does it all. Protect your home or business from fall storms and winter ice. Brinks Exteriors, located in Carroll, the local roofer you know and trust. Call Brinks at 712-ROOF-PRO for a free estimate.
Just call Brinks Exteriors.
Brinks Exteriors, proud fans of all area schools.
3.5 minutes to play, and the Monarchs will punt it. Their punter stands at his own 47-yard line. We'll see if it's the same punter as last time or another punter getting a crack at it, Aiden Scudinga. They'll be out there again, and he'll punt it end over end, and Dirks lets it sail out of bounds. And the Tiger offense will take over with 3:27 to go near the 20. They'll mark it off at the 17-yard line. And this one well out of reach for the Tigers. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. Any 5 turnover performance will probably lead to some fun practices during the week. I'm sure you remember some of those angry practices from your playing days.
Oh, yeah, they were definitely fun.
Yeah. Nick Brinks and Cage Shable with you tonight. Here's a high snap. Langeling looks over the middle, tipped into the air, almost intercepted. The Monarchs have picked him off twice tonight. They almost got number 3. The pass was over the middle and then almost tipped a couple of times and almost intercepted by Jacob Brook, a junior. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10 with 3:22 to go. 28-7 has been our score since the 4-minute mark in that 3rd quarter, when the Tigers got their lone touchdown of the night, a 2-yard touchdown run by Cooper Ludwig. He's the tailback out of the pistol. Langeling, the snap, high snap, looks to throw near side, far side rather, and just off the fingers and off the hands of Evan Hammer. He was quite wide open, maybe the throw just a skosh behind. Nonetheless, incomplete. 3rd down and 10 upcoming.
Yeah, he was out there in no man's land. It was just a low throw.
Couple of final scores. Kemper falls at Loma tonight 40-7. South Central Calhoun tops East Sac 48-7. So the games on our family of stations tonight, none were particularly close. This Carroll game, the closest of the bunch, 28-7 with 3:15 to go. 3rd down and 10, another high snap. Langeling fires it up the far side, and Hammer makes up for it this time. Has the 1st down grab at the 28-yard line, pushed out at the 29, and it's a gain of 12.
Yeah, really good play, really good throw by Langeling. Looks like he's limping a little bit.
Evan Hammer, the sophomore, getting the start tonight at tight end, along with Tanner Ponto. Picks up his first grab as a Carroll Tiger. Goes for 12 yards, and the clock will continue to wind. Under 3 minutes to go. 1st down and 10 for Carroll at their own 29, down by 21. Pistol formation, the snapback. We've actually got a new quarterback out there now, and it's Jack White. I did not see the last throw. Was he the quarterback in for that last play, or?
No, Lingeling was in.
Okay, so this was the first one for White.
Yep, Lingeling just came off. So.
Okay, there we go. So Jack White, he's in there. It'll be 2nd down and 5. And we'll see what White can do here. And he'll roll out to his left side after the snap. Here comes a defender. Looks to get rid of it. Fires it out of bounds. Incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 5 on the play. He didn't see the defender coming from this near sideline with a full head of steam, but he was about to get bowled over and knocked over to Greene County if he did not get that ball out of his hands any faster.
Yeah,
he would have felt that one tomorrow.
Yeah, he's really lucky he got rid of that one.
It was just one of those plays where you know that the quarterback does not see the defender coming. It's outside his peripheral vision, and he did get rid of it in time. 3rd down and 5, 2:02 to go for the Tigers, down by 21. And we will see White out of the pistol formation. High snap with a flag down and perhaps a delay of game.
Dead ball.
It'll be a 5-yard penalty, and it's 3rd down and 10.
5-yard penalty. So 3rd down.
Third down with 2 minutes to go, and the Carroll Tigers are down 28-7. Coming up in our post-game show tonight, we will name our Motor Inn Player of the Game. Motor Inn of Carroll, your premier Toyota, Chevy, and Buick dealership for sales, service, parts, and collision. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. We are in the Gatorade broadcast booth. Here's White. Jack White looks to toss it over to the far sideline, and it's incomplete. Looking for Nick Mackey. 4th and 10. Clock stops with 1:53 to go. And it will be punting time for the Tigers.
Yeah, that ball was just behind Mackey. Just out of the reach of his hands.
New Way Ford Scoreboard Show coming your way 10 to midnight tonight, right here on KCIM. A recap of all the games tonight. Interviews with our area head coaches, Nathan Cones and Drew Dirksen, ready to bring you the action. 4th down and 10. Nolan Moore gets off his best punt of the night. It'll be picked up off a hop by Matt Welts at the 36-yard line, out across the 45 to the 50. And he'll be marked down just shy of the 45-yard line of Carroll. He's at the 46. And that is where the Denison Schleswig offense will come onto the field. And they'll try to run the clock down through the final 1 minute and 41 seconds. Not the night the Tigers were looking for to open this season. And the Monarchs will move to a 1-0 record under their new head coach, Kamari Cotton-Moya. And Craig Rowetter and the Tigers will regroup. They'll be at Gilbert next week. We will be there once again. We'll be in Gilbert for that game next Friday night. And we'll see what they fix in practice this week. Wiebers takes off right side and just gives himself up. He slides for a loss of 2, stays in bounds, and the clock will continue to roll on a loss of 2 for the Monarchs. Post-game show headed your way as well. Brought to you by Mackey Motors. Find new roads at Mackey Motors of Lake City. And don't forget, you can lock in your Western Iowa Networks internet price for 2 years. Call or text 712-775-2946 or visit westianet.com for details. 2nd down and 12, a minute to go. They'll just need to snap the ball 2 more times. And now they will come out in the victory formation with Wiebers taking a knee. And they will pack up and head out with a 28-7 victory. And you heard it all here on KCIM, 1380 AM, 95.1 FM. The Monarchs, they are at Council Bluffs, Lincoln, a week from tonight. And the Carroll Tigers, as I mentioned before, they will take on one of their Raccoon River Conference foes, the Gilbert Tigers. And they will try to bounce back after a 28-7 loss tonight at home to the Denison Schleswig Monarchs. It's a final score as the final few seconds tick away. 28-7, our final tonight here on 1380 KCIM. The Mackey Motors post-game show is headed your way next, and we will name our Motor Inn Player of the Game. Motor Inn of Carroll, your premier Toyota, Chevy, and Buick dealership for sales, service, parts, and collision. It's all on the way next. You're listening to Carroll Tiger Football on KCIM.
RJV Transport and Peterson Logistics in Westside is the area's expert in transportation, distribution, and logistics. With reliable drivers and top-of-the-line equipment, you can count on them to get the job done and get it done right. Not only does RJV Transport haul grain, rock, dry van, and refrigerated freight, they've even earned expertise in truck repair. Check out RJV Transport on Facebook to learn more about their services and employment opportunities, or call Aaron at 515-231-6742 today.
From bump set spike to the crack of the bat. At Motor Inn of Carroll, we love our high school sports. And we love the opportunity to support our local schools, athletes, coaches, and parents. Through the hard work of our kids, we get the enjoyment of watching and listening to their activities. Other life lessons, like teamwork and citizenship, help create outstanding young women and men we are so proud to sponsor. Good luck to all of our local sports teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
A modern meets old-fashioned shop offering a unique collection of home goods and lifestyle products. At Mrs. Glenn & Co., you'll be inspired to create a home you love and get